Say hi to yourselves in the VOD on YouTube. The music from the playlist we were listening to didn't get copyrighted. However, some of the music in the general game got copyrighted. So really, I should have just muted the whole game and played our funky other game music jazz that we had on. But I'm not going to bother today because I'm awake, I'm with it enough that I don't need it. I got this today. However, the only thing I left myself as a note was that the letters were not in the safe on the murder night. Poirot found them in the safe the next day. That is all I have to go off, so that's great. Hi Bert, enjoy your luck. Am I deducing yet? No. We just... What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're searching all the guest rooms. That's right. I forgot about that. No, I did realize that after I'd read it. I did realize you need some time off, Tarami. Just like a little bit of time in an evening. You know, not a whole day. But just an evening. I feel like I don't give myself full days off. I'm only doing it because there's family.
Entrez?
Oh no, Margs is in there. God damn it. It would be rude, but I need to search your room. How loud is she?
Detective, what a pleasure.
She's fine.
I did.
In a purely professional capacity, I can assure you.
What else oh yeah, he was flirting with Margs a little bit, huh?
There's no need to act so stiff, Detective.
Actually, I feel like she was a top suspect, maybe.
Madame, after the
Little
revelation
Margs.
of your actions last night, I'm afraid my sense of humor is all but gone.
I will not apologize again for merely trying to help. Shall we get straight to it then? Let us not waste your time any further, Detective.
Please, honestly, we spent like a week just sleeping here. You were chatting with a servant.
That would be Inga. She has been one of the most promising young women that has come from the shelter.
Madame Vandenbosch took in a young lady from your shelter.
She do what? She doesn't have a heart? What do you mean?
There is no need to sound so surprised, Detective. She does have a heart.
She doesn't. She doesn't. Not from what we heard from the last, like, the start of this one and the
I
other
did not mean
case.
to sound so cruel.
No.
I just did not expect Madame to hire someone of that background after the incident with her previous maid, Florette.
Who might be dead. She's not on the little flowchart, but she might also be dead.
People change, Detective. You should not judge someone on their past actions.
Believe me, Countess, I know that only too well.
Why? What did Poirot do? Let's just flatter her a bit
Careful,
more.
Detective. That almost sounded like a compliment.
It is your actions in this house that have been questionable, Madame.
Oh
Your
yeah,
work
she went and just like
outside is
touched
something
the
that
dead
many
body.
more could take note of.
I forgot she did that.
We do what we can. We wouldn't be doing a very good job if I could only
Shogun!
help one girl.
Hello.
I
Happy
in fact
Thursday.
found work for one of them as a maid in Monsieur da Silva's house recently.
She has fitted into Monsieur's home well.
What is better, Detective? That she
Secrets?
remains in an abusive house, or she is able to rebuild her life with an honest wage in a prosperous house.
Oh, what the stream was, or Shogun's little dinner bell?
When put like that. Is she happy in her position?
The happiest she has been in years.
That's nice.
I check in with them all as often as possible. And if there was a problem, I would know.
Sure. Perfect. Glad to hear the girls are building a better future for themselves.
Merci.
Yeah, but I need you to leave. Because she's going to get ragey if I try and look at her stuff, isn't she? Can't do anything. Secret babies. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did I put that on my little mind map? I'm gonna try. Can I? She will just tell me off. Right?
Aha.
Perhaps a happy couple's engagement has someone in a particular romantic mood. Oh, this is... All these bedrooms look the same. That was a present for the families. A thank you for their hospitality. We could just ask her. To be honest, I'm not looking out the window. I'm not looking at the plant either. He's just gonna compliment them. First aid kit.
Huh.
Full of medical equipment. Oh, and a pair of scissors. So why didn't you help? You went and touched the dead body and you didn't try and do anything.
Go ahead.
Interesting. It was a little bit
A
rash.
compliment, and now an apology. Well, detective, you certainly have changed your tune.
There
Sorry.
was something I was still unsure of. You mentioned that your training was some years ago.
From my days as a nurse, oui.
If that is so, why would you have brought several
How
pieces
dare
of
you have
equipment
a first
usually
aid
found in a
kit?
physician's bag?
Is literally one first aid kit pro.
One must always be prepared, detective.
Prepared?
I think my mum has a
An
first aid kit in her
engagement
handbag at all
celebration.
times.
If I had not brought them, I would not have been able to assist you last night. Perhaps you should be thankful for my precaution and not so suspicious.
Had she not brought them at all, I would have to ask such a question.
Merci.
It's just, man, it's a first aid kit. I'm leaving. I don't think it's that necessary to be so quizzical about that. Honestly, yeah, I can't read the one you sent above that one. I don't have my tablet. I'm just using my other monitor. You get all the gift subs. That's how they get me though, because I'll get gifted a sub to a channel I follow or something, and then I get really used to using the emote, and then I'm so sad when I don't have to sub anymore. Like I give myself one or two subs a month usually, and sometimes I'll like change who I'm subbing to at a time.
What can I do for you?
And I forget, and then I'm really sad that I don't have the same emotes anymore.
Mademoiselle,
Jackie.
I am sure you understand my reasoning for such intrusion.
If it's going to clear my name, be my guest.
If you wouldn't mind answering some questions, it can hopefully be cleared faster.
I don't know if I was overly suspicious of her or not. Ooh, relationship with the
Like
major.
I said, he's not the man he wants everyone to think he is.
Jackie, please.
Oui. But how is it you came to that conclusion?
You don't really want me to recount every conversation I've had with him, do you?
Yes.
There is one.
That's why there's like 2
particular I had
hours
in
left of
mind.
this game. Yeah. Tell me about the argument.
An argument would imply it was a two-way conversation.
And that is
Oh.
not how it was?
Here it is. I've been helping Angeline
So
get
sassy.
exposure, her marriage to Gideon is big news, and his work is really paving the way for others.
Why not?
I saw the chance to get their names out
Why
there,
not?
and he didn't like it.
Okay.
What was there not to like?
Your guess is as good as mine, detective. But if I had to, I'd say he was jealous it wasn't his name at the top of the article.
And his reason to storm off?
Oh, you know about that. Let's just say I didn't accept his pathetic attempt to get me to stop the story. If you're gonna try and pay someone off, at least make it worth their while.
How much was he going to pay you? Thought the major willing to be supportive of Mademoiselle Angeline. There must be more to why he would not want her success to be known. I don't know, just a bad name for the Dawn family or something. Just, yes, opium. Hey, Daffy. That's the Sherlock way. He loves the opium. He had a great time with that. Oh, that's fair. Is it actually cheaper if you buy subs in like the packages of 3 and 6 months? 'Cause I feel like I looked at it and it didn't suggest it, but I might have been looking on phone at the time, and that's just more expensive because
You've really got
Phones,
a
I guess.
fascination with that guy, huh?
I would not say fascination. An interest, perhaps.
Well, I'll save you the bother of trying to find out more about him. He's not that interesting. In fact, he's a bit of a wimp if you ask me.
this is still the major, yeah,
That
the
is
dead
not
major.
the impression I got of him.
That's because you've only seen the side of him he wants you to. He knows what to say in front of the right people. But behind closed doors, he's clueless.
Hi.
Let me guess.
How?
The first thing he told you was that he was a union leader. No, the voice
neat.
of the people.
I should just do that.
A man that is proud of his work is not something to be sneered at.
It's not massive though, is it? I don't think.
Don't get me wrong, he has a way with words, and he can certainly
Sorry if you
rally a
heard that.
crowd. But that's about it. At the end of the day, he's a representative and nothing more. He's got to play the part, not just learn the lines.
Sure. Does not think particularly highly of Monsieur Beckers. Wait, is that... Is Beckers the major? What day did we play this? Tuesday?
Merci, mademoiselle.
I don't
I
know.
shall leave you to relax.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's more than I thought. That is a little bit more than I thought.
Sure thing, detective.
Wait,
And if
can
you
I...
change-
If I do change...
Yeah. Can I just quickly... Am I losing my mind? Oh no, Beckers is the one that was yelling in the library. Okay. I thought we were talking about the major still, but she was talking about Beckers because they were having a little fight. Purely to hit a meme redeem for 1,000,000 points? Honestly, fair. I ain't judging you for that. Okay, he's just gonna talk about the window. Does she have a first aid kit that's concerning? Cluttered workstation. Well, she doesn't have a desk. She has to work off of this thing. Set up a makeshift office in... That was not words. She set up a makeshift office in her room. She must bring her work with her everywhere. Leaving the velvet tickle? Game house being poached off neighbouring land. Boar, deer and duck. Maggie to follow up. Oh. Miss Bronte found her husband in their marital bed with a young maidservant. Testament from maid needed. Oh no, someone was speaking poorly of King Leopold. Oh no. None of this is interesting. Also there's... Oh, I guess I was pressing E before. There really was... It was like throwing my mouth across the screen. It was weird. I don't know, you're saving all your channel points, Darami. You've told me this. Sure. Not concerned. I mean, a pocket knife, though, could do a little stabbing. It was only a little hole.
Oh.
Nothing of interest in there. Newspapers. Recent article about the riots linked to Ernesto's factories. Security forces have been asked to step down and the powers handed over to law enforcement services. It's come to a battle of class. Support for the workers coming in from all over the city. Although reports have not confirmed, sources state that violence broke out following a second wave surge of supporters. Official numbers have not been published, but it is believed that as many as 8 workers have lost their lives in the fighting. Okay. I'd like to question her about the pocket knife. I mean, just so we can talk to her again, so... Maybe.
Go right ahead,
44
detective.
months. Honestly fair. Oh, we're just talking about De Silva and the Major working together?
All Felix cared about was money and filling his pockets with it. That's why he got into bed with De Silva.
The
Physically
Major
or
was
not
in need
physically?
of
Because
money,
I'm
though.
gonna need that cleared up. There's already been one affair in this that I need to keep track of.
Need and want are two very different things. Did he need to move here and leech off the madame? No, but he wanted to.
Opinions?
As far as I know, De Silva hired him to work security. He was worried what could happen to his precious
Oh, no, we were
factories
told
if
this, we were
things
told
got
this.
ugly.
And your reporters were there to cover the story when it did turn that way.
My reporters go where there is news to be told.
And you predicted the violence that occurred?
Anyone could see that was gonna happen. If you ask me, Hugo should have acted sooner.
Okay,
Merci, mademoiselle.
we're leaving. I don't need to know anymore. We're just going... We can't actually leave the guest room, we just have to keep going down the hallway now. Mademoiselle Angeline and Gideon's room. Oh yeah. Gideon's room is pristine.
Oh.
Could have mistaken it for my own. Good one, Pro. Great. He hasn't commented on how untidy everyone else's rooms are. Nothing of interest. The piano, he'll just kind of make a joke that he doesn't want to embarrass himself. It's a very flattering suit. Do you like the shoes and socks though? How do you feel about that? Seems like he used to be closer. Perhaps their recent behavior has merely a facade. Could it be possible that Gideon collaborated with Zachariah? What, to kill him? I don't know if those guys are killing the Major. I don't know, Marg seems more annoyed than anyone. Hey, look at this. Oh no, he was talking about I follow. In my head he was talking about Gideon and Angeline being closer before. But was he was just talking about the brothers because it was a picture of the brothers, right? I want to say. Can I look at the clock? There's a bright yellow jacket in the end of the bed chest. No, he's just going to admire the clock for its art form. Great. Alright, next room. Unless there's a little... No, there's not. Okay. Is that all? That's not all the guest rooms, right? It is. That's the west guest rooms. Make my way to the guest rooms on the east of the first floor. Okay. Can't go in that one. Oh, that's Cassandra's bedroom. We've already been in there. Ooh, the Major's study. Do we need to search it again? I'm gonna say no, because we've already... Nothing of interest in here. Return to the scene of the crime alone for a second time. That's not that weird. He still hasn't made any mention of, like, the punch hole in the wall or the pig head that's wonky. And it kind of annoys me, because I feel like he should have. What's the storeroom? Oh, I guess we have to go first floor east. Game okay. I thought we were on the first floor. We are not on the first floor. Why is he stuttering so much? You okay? Oh, hi. Why in the hallway?
We meet again.
Bonjour, Monsieur Poirot.
Just a detective is quite alright.
Yes. All these pleasantries can get out of the way. What brought you to the women's shelter?
I guess you wouldn't know anything about life on the streets.
True.
Absolutely.
Poirot does not know the streets.
Personally, but I understand that many are forced into it, and the lifestyle that comes with it.
The lifestyle of a thief, you mean?
Put rather bluntly.
Look at Poirot's face.
You are the first officer that has not taken one look at me and pulled out their handcuffs.
Mademoiselle, I can see you have turned your life
Time
around,
to Florette.
and I commend you on your efforts.
Without the Countess, I would probably be rotting in a cell somewhere.
Obvious alliance to the Comtesse and an understandable one at that. Imagine if this was just Florette in disguise. I'm sure it's not, but that would be kind of funny. Relationship with the other staff.
I suppose we're like a family. We argue, but most of the time we get along.
You must all be quite close, then.
Some more than others.
You refer to whom?
Well, Maman Hay, sorry, Rihanna, she's been here the longest, and she's very close with Lizzie on account of Luke.
Oh, what happened to Luke? We still haven't been told what happened to Luke. We just know there was an incident. And I'd like to know that bit of it. That's like the one thing I really want to know by the end of this. You alerted the house.
I was taking him a plate of food, but he didn't answer to my knocking.
You then entered the study.
I did. He wasn't moving. He just lay there.
I did not mean to upset you again. Seeing him there would be troubling for anyone, and I'm sure it is not a memory you wish to relive.
But we kind of have to, because it's been like 2 days and we still have nothing to go off. Oh yeah, there's the late
Maman
fiancé.
Hay is Luke's sister. You didn't know that?
No! We're still solving the Luke case right now. I didn't know that. You should have led with that. I need to update my my own personal mind map. That was you said brother? Yeah. Sister. Yeah. Honestly, these people.
Wait
Wait until day 4 to tell me this?
It must have been awful, losing him in those riots. Apparently, he was right at the front when they were charged. They didn't stand a chance. If I had been the one responsible for his death, I wouldn't want Maman Ray looking for me.
Mademoiselle Rihanna, Maman Ray, she has expressed her desire for revenge.
Every time she talks about what happened.
Interesting. Well, now she has to be, like, top of a suspect list. Because of that. Well, she'd be mad at... She wouldn't necessarily be that as mad at the Major, though, would she? Maybe for just not acting quick
Merci,
enough and that they were
mademoiselle.
even at the riots. Well, first mind map of the night. Yeah. She can help us. We can't link anything, but we can see everything. Oh yeah, I forgot Archibald lost his key. How did we get the... Oh, we asked Cassandra for the keys, didn't we? I wonder if Zach is as innocent, seemingly innocent as his brother. Are you still drunk? Were you even drunk? Because apparently you guys don't drink. There's a little sword here we should maybe, you know, maybe pay attention to, considering the Major was stabbed. Yes, the wonders of modern technology. Are you going to talk about the cheese as well? No. Are you going to talk about the fact there's also seemingly a first aid kit right here that matches the one that was in the other lady's room? No? Hey, Zach.
Monsieur Demir, I hope you are feeling
I
better
think it's a
today.
croissant as well.
Nothing a good night's sleep couldn't fix.
Right.
Très bien. I wonder if you would be up to discussing certain matters.
Yeah, this is
with me.
these are his like first ever ones. So like the mission we played before this was his actual like first ever one when he was just a young policeman officer. And then I guess this is his first actual like detective-y case.
Whatever you need.
Which was just a blackmailing case. And then someone got moided. And then there's a secret kid. And there's still 2 blackmail situations happening. Spoke with your brother.
I bet he had a lot to say. He always did have an opinion on the war.
When I say your past, I refer to your past as brothers.
Okay, well, what did he say?
It seems you both had the same sentiment for this party. Perhaps the bridges that you thought were once
Hi,
built
Jason.
are in fact primed to
Thank
be
you, thank you.
reconstructed.
We'll see how probable that reconstruction is going to be. Until he sees my point of view, I don't know how we can move forward.
Yes, there is a little image in the panel now to make it official. So I have it down. I have
What
it
is
down
there
below
for
my
him to
face.
understand before the bond can be repaired.
He lost his friends in the war, the same as everyone. But somehow he has forgiven. I'm sorry, Detective, I can't. And Gideon just doesn't understand that.
After speaking with Gideon about his brother's state of mind, I think the best thing for them both would be a reconciliation. You know, we don't need to get involved with this though. Let's do that.
I lost my taste for death a long time ago. But it had to be done. I'm certainly in no rush to be carrying a dead body again, though.
Most
Bam.
understandable. I shall extend the same gratitude to you as I did to your brother.
You've spoken to him already. How is he?
Love to tell you because I don't
Perhaps
remember.
that should be a question you ask him yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, cool.
Those two, close.
Comtesse and your brother, no?
They must share something in common to be able to hold a conversation for the time they did.
If there is one thing I know about my brother, it's that he will not. No. He cannot be rude. He just doesn't have it in him.
Did he not get like slightly tempered with me? And someone else Oh no, that was about Archibald. I thought someone had said that he was rude to the staff, but that was Archibald.
Was it not
'cause
your
he was
brother
stressed.
that punched Monsieur Hagen?
Oh. Oh yeah, he punched that guy. Oh yeah.
Ah,
I
that's different.
forgot about that minor
He was
detail that
asking
happened the
for
other
it.
night.
If you put my brother in a room with 5 socialites like her, he would work his way around every single one of them, offering his full attention and finest manners.
Cool.
Merci for
Okay.
your assistance.
Great. Next room. Not next room. Do we have to connect some stuff? Ooh. Alright, what have we got? See, I still think we should have had a look at why on earth he had an actual sword on his desk, but okay. That was polite to Margs. Helped Ernesto find a maid. Did we do that on the picture?
Magnifique.
Do I need to use the picture? It's enough to suggest they would not have worked together. So it was either one of them or none of them. Sure. Unlikely. But maybe they're just really good at lying. You know? They've had nights to think about this. Do I need to talk to him? Or do I need to look
Always
out your
got
window? Okay.
Merci.
Sorry. Don't worry. Oh, now we can look at the cigarette butts. Littered with mess. Oh, now we can look at the ceremonial dagger. God, I thought he was just going to leave it. Be riled. No, you're fine. To be fair, it's kind of a spontaneous Thursday stream. Because I don't usually stream on a Thursday. Sure. Ornamental dagger. I can't imagine he'd want to use that to murder someone, but, you know. You might. Okay, now we can talk to him. Tell me about the dagger.
Always got time.
Secrets?
The dagger. I wondered
Absolutely.
how long it would take for that to become an issue.
I shall give you
I
the
mean,
opportunity to explain the reason for it being here before I jump to any conclusions.
It was going to be a wedding gift for Gideon. I've maybe not been the best brother in recent years.
I don't know
thought
if
this
I
could make up
believed
for
that,
some of it.
Zach.
After
I didn't
what
think you'd
happened
get
to
him
the
a gift at
Major,
all.
I thought it was a bit tasteless.
You did not see
Makes
it
sense.
fitting to tell me you were harboring a rather sizable knife in your room?
I wouldn't say harboring. And I wasn't expecting to be a suspect in a murder.
Merci
Didn't
for
you?
your assistance, monsieur.
Are you sure? I don't know if I trust you, Zach. I want to though, because you seem like a neat guy, and you're dressed like David Bowie. Okay, this is Beckett. This is Hugo's room. I'm free to search it. Why does it look so sad in here? It's like grey. It looks cold. To get it over with. It's not even like I have grand plans of what I'm streaming on Tuesday. It's just... I just wanted to get it done whilst it was fresh in my mind, because if I'd left it longer and come back Tuesday, I would have less of an idea of what was going on. We could start either the other Sherlock or the other Nancy on Tuesday. I want to start another series, but I don't want to have a series and then Resident Evil come out. I don't know. I need to decide what I'm doing. He was attempting to write a speech of some kind, unsuccessfully. Ooh. You underestimate the power of a man's defiance. Your men, you're in a position to bring all of us to an end. Oh, I mean, all of this was probably just him to the Major, right? About the whole factory situation. I can only imagine. Ah,
Oh.
look at this photograph. Siblings. I love that he's just the same as his portrait. I was gonna say it kind of looks like Benedict Cumberbatch sitting in front of him. That looks like the Van Gogh no ear guy on the far left. You know what I'm saying? What a wild family. And no, we will not be doing a 24-hour stream. Soz. Will we ever? Who knows? But absolutely not today. Today is a short stream day. Can I connect anything? Yes. Okay. He scrapped paper. Would that be because he was slow to react?
Some would say
Yeah,
a
it
lucky
would.
guess.
She doesn't value Hugo particularly highly. Would he collaborate with anyone else? Maybe. But not Jackie. Maybe... How much wasted paper in my book. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Zach would not... Because this would be fun if this turned into a puzzle where it was like, you know, a bit more connecting the dots than just having it visually there. But Zach would not work with Gideon. And Jackie would not work with Hugo. And then you just like process of elimination it. That would be fun. There's another you say.
I cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps...
Shh, Pro, I know. I couldn't really either, but I was just trying it. What about the family photo in the notebook?
Order and method. That is the way to...
Oh no, we can do probably the notebook in this.
I must
No.
take a different approach if I am
Wait.
to uncover...
Oh, it's Jackie not collaborating in the
revelation.
notebook? Hugo and Ernesto confirmed each other's alibis. It's possible that they have concluded to murder the Major. Can I find anything to support this? Hugo and Ernesto? They're his top suspects right now? Not Margs? Not little old Margs? I thought it was Margs. Well, that doesn't really work because the game's not out. So... Even when the game was out. No, it's not happening. So to Silver's room. Ooh. You have a different hat on your bed? Okay, I need to talk to him and then rifle through his things, I
Monsieur de
guess.
Silva, I am sure you understand the necessity for this type of search.
Not really, Detective. Your speech was rather spirited,
Thank you.
but it did not give me much faith in your investigation.
He saw right through our lies in that speech.
I have not had my abilities questioned to my face by one of those I suspect of a crime before.
It's your first case, Provo, that is why.
Well, if you wish to prove me wrong, you should hurry up and find Felix's killer.
You know what? I feel like Ernesto hasn't slept
And
the
I
whole
hope
week,
with
and
your
we've just
help,
been
monsieur,
quietly
I
sleeping,
shall.
mulling over our thoughts. What do you know about the Major's finances?
He didn't have much to speak of. I was always surprised at the life he lived.
Surprised in what way?
Well, considering it wasn't that long ago he came to me asking about work, I didn't think he was in such good financial shape.
Sure,
You
sure.
offered him a position.
Nothing that he was willing to lower himself to. That's when he began talking about what else he could do for me.
So he's poor. No, he works
If
security,
you
right?
can call what him and his team did security. For the money I paid, I did not expect
so
them to
loud.
be so reckless.
It was a considerable amount you paid him?
There's no need to divulge amounts, but it was certainly more than was expected.
I would expect a business of De Silva's caliber to have agreed a price for the Major's services. I don't know, I guess he just didn't want to get on the Major's bad side.
He said they were all professionals, but I saw nothing of the sort. He said he had worked with them all in the army as their superior officer. They were men that could be trusted.
But that was not the case?
I had not even met them before they arrived on site. They brought their own equipment. They looked like they knew what they were doing.
And this equipment, it included the weapons that injured and killed the workers?
It was not much of a choice, Detective. I said they didn't need them, but Felix said it was essential. He said he knew better.
Can you tell me what machines these were? Shadier his dealings with the Major become. It's beginning to sound as though the riots were no accident. Madame Verstappen spoke of your work with her late husband?
Yes, I helped him invest some money. Unfortunately, he was not the businessman he thought he was.
Madame Vandenbosch had a very similar view. At least he could have taken solace that you are both in the same position.
I think you're confused, Detective. It was Edwin that lost his fortune, not I.
Yeah, but did you ill-advise the Viscount,
Forgive
or...?
my naivete. If you were helping him make viable investments,
Oh.
would you not have seen the same
No, he started going a
opportunity for
different way to
yourself?
me.
I told him about the opportunities. I did not tell him to put his whole family's wealth into it. The prospect of doing good meant more to him than his profit margins. He was bound to fail.
Sure.
The business declared bankruptcy.
It did, until it was purchased for a fraction of its worth.
Who
and
bought
made
it?
the new owner a small fortune.
Who bought it? Was it the Major? Seeing his ruthless side, it sounds as though the Viscount was trying to at least make a positive change, but perhaps he was missing De Silva's cutthroat edge.
Everything that I want
I
to
want to know
say
who
on
bought
that matter
the
has
thing
already
from the
been said.
Viscount. Because was it Major? I don't think
I
it was.
understand, monsieur. But what I would like to know is, was the late Viscount aware of your feelings towards his wife?
Excuse me, Detective, but you have crossed the line.
What you gonna do? Murder me?
Cross the line like an attempt to bankrupt a business partner and friend so that you'll be able to swoop in and impress a certain target of your affections.
You make such ridiculous accusations without a shred of proof.
He is spitting in my face.
Your reaction at the mere suggestion is proof enough, monsieur. While I cannot arrest you for betrayal of a friend, I can hope your conscience does not forget, and that will be punishment enough.
Okay. Not a criminal offense, but if there was a penalty for deception and deceit, he would surely... I mean, you could still keep him on your suspicions list, because it does make sense, actually. It does. Moustache envy. Oh, sorry, enjoy your luck. It probably is moustache envy. His connects in the middle. Peru's doesn't. Okay, could I click, please? It's gone to its lengths before what would stop him from committing a similar act again, this time to the Major.
That is all for now.
Good question. Let's check under his hat. It's got some other fancy shoes down there. There's a letter opener on the floor. They all have weapons that could have killed him.
Oh,
Razor sharp letter opener, almost brand new. Sorry, I can't talk today. I don't know what the deal is. Letter? Contract for a partnership between Ernesto and Hugo. It's missing Hugo's signature. Ooh, he's gonna take out another one. Both parties agree to the following. Current worker strike shall cease in all manners and forms at factory floor. Machine operators and supervisors shall return to their positions immediately. Terms of the above contract shall be implemented and relevant action taken directly. Why has Hugo not signed it yet? Or did he only just write it up? Nobody gets murdered around here. Ooh. Letter stating the blackmailer would reveal information of his questionable business dealings. At first, you may question the nature of this letter, but it is biking. Oh my god. I just want to talk today. This is why I don't stream on a Thursday, because I can't read on a Thursday. Okay, it doesn't happen. By its conclusion, you will know that what you have fought so hard to keep hidden could be far from it. You spent years feeding off of the hard-working backs of others and I wanted to say othering. The working backs of others and othering nothing. No, and offering nothing in return. Your workers continue to take their lives into their own hands day after day with your shoddy, damaged, and dangerous machines for a fraction of what they deserve. Deal after deal is made, and while your pockets become fatter, lining them with more of your blood money, it's your workers that must pay the price. The mistreatment and pain you have caused does not only reside in the factories that you own, but the house that you live in. You do not value the lives of those that allow you to live the opulent life that you do, and I will not allow that to continue. I can no longer sit back and watch as you disregard any sense of integrity or morality and continue to remain on your self-made pedestal, lording over those that deserve so much more. It's time you paid the price for your crimes, and the cost is 5,000 francs. It is a small price to pay for my silence, for if I do not receive it before Friday, it will not be cash you are paying, but rather years behind bars. Bring the money in a small brown paper parcel. Is it going to the cobblers? It's going to the cashier. It's not going to a cobbler's this time. Interesting. Major Leslie was fucking murdered. Do you want to talk to me about that, Ernesto? You also being blackmailed? God, I need to update my little chart already. So that's, the Major was getting blackmailed, Ernesto was getting blackmailed, and so were the Verstappens. They were getting blackmailed as well. Is there a partially signed... Do you think he was trying to write a reply?
Is there something I...
To Ernesto's thingy? I don't know, let's talk to Ernesto first. Apparently I can connect something.
What is it now?
Okay, sassy. Push why you hid the letter. Do it.
I have spoken of a potential blackmail ring, and yet you still kept your letter to yourself.
It is none of your business. And it is nothing more than a cheap trick to have me admit something that is not true.
What do you think's not
If
true?
that were the case, it would be strange for you to have kept the letter and brought it with you, would it not?
Your
We're on
persistence
to
is a
something
trait
now.
I do not enjoy.
Remained blunt, if not curt with his responses to my questions. Perhaps it would be best to act in a courteous and empathetic manner. Says that he may be more forthcoming with the truth of his blackmail letters and its contents.
No reason, detective. Merely saving you from wasting your time.
Did you pay it?
I will be the judge of that. I would like to know about any and all evidence that may help my investigation. I trust there is nothing else you deem a waste of my time.
Of course not, officer. It's not as though you think I'm harboring some illicit secret.
I do a
The
little
letter
bit.
was a pathetic
Actually-
attempt to intimidate
Actually, I
me.
do just a little bit.
Nothing.
Okay. I guess we should be concerned, right?
I have never heard so much rubbish in all my life. I value those that work hard and deserve it.
Been pretty mean to me, though.
That suggests there are some that you do not respect.
Yes, well, why should I praise someone for doing a poor job? You make me sound like some monster.
Monsieur, the
Leslie,
letter does
tell
not
her.
only discuss your questionable business dealings, but also cases of abuse against your staff.
Oh, did we know
Both
that?
accusations that must be taken very seriously.
Detective, there is a
No, we're just going off the
difference
blackmail
between
letter,
telling
okay.
a member of my staff what to do and abuse.
And it is you that decides where that line is drawn.
In my house? Yes, it is.
I think it works that way, actually, but, great, okay. Doesn't like being pressed on the subject of how he treats his staff. If he had nothing to hide, there should be no need for such reaction. Yeah, I don't trust this guy. I'm expecting correspondence. Which staff member may have expressed their abuse?
Please stop calling it that. I treat all my
It's what they
servants
say it is.
exactly
I'm
how
just
I
going with it.
always have. And no one has complained before.
They're
That
scared
does
of you,
not mean
Ernesto.
your behavior is appropriate.
Thank you.
They have one chance. If they are not doing the job they are hired to do, they are gone. You would be surprised how many staff expect an easy ride.
Didn't expect him to treat his staff the same as his friends, but I also did not expect him to treat them like stray dogs.
Is there a specific member of staff that may have expected such a ride?
There is one girl, a new maid.
Is it Florette?
I didn't expect great things from her, but Comtesse de Vos promised me she could do what was required.
Which one's DeVos? That's Margs, right? That's Margs. Must be the young girl that the Comtesse spoke of. Perhaps the positions she is finding for these girls are not the best fit. I don't want to know where Florette is. Expecting some correspondence
Excuse
this
me?
week.
Detective, I think you are beginning to lose your mind.
I do not think it is unreasonable to question why you would feel the need to bring a letter opener with you.
Really, Detective? If I had stabbed a man with it, do you really think I would have left it lying out in my room?
That's what you'd want me to think. He's trying to double bluff me. Strange to believe someone would be so careless. The murder weapon remains somewhere in the house, though. Yeah, it does. And we let
Yes,
it.
and
We
no
left
one
it in the
asked him
house
to.
just for like 2 nights as well. No. No, thankfully I think we've met everyone. I'm hoping. I can't. But like 4 pages of scribbled names and like no
But surely
information on
it is
any of them.
beneficial to both parties. Your profits must have been affected.
There are barely any profits to speak of.
Why have those talks not taken place and a deal arranged?
Monsieur Beckers has made no attempt to speak with me and offered no counter-offer. The ball is in his court, detective.
Does he have a copy of that though? Although it's his wages and treatment of his staff that is in question, it sounds as though he is at least trying to resolve the issue. Surprising. Oh, there's a comma there. Like, that makes no sense.
That is all
Yeah.
for now.
I see. Then I have to go and interview them. Go and find their room. Go through all of this again. Okay, there's nothing else we care for. We leave. Do we connect a dot? Probably connect a dot. So... helped Ernesto find a maid.
This will not get me
How is that not connecting? Surely it's something to do with that. Unwilling to pay that. Partially signed contract. Because it's like, employed servant from the women's shelter. Mark helped Ernesto find a maid. Maybe they're in cahoots, you know. Just for Gustav. He could still make an entrance. There's not even a thing of like Gideon was not in theory polite to Margs, according to this. I don't even know. Cahoots? He's ruling out who wouldn't work together, but he hasn't yet suggested who might want to work together. Shall I just make the game annoyed and then it will tell me?
I must act on thought.
I feel like it's a Margs Ernesto thing. No, it's not. It's this Hugo may collude with Ernesto, partially signed contract. I find it so strange when the lines cross over, because most of the time they never do, so I just never look to cross a line. And that's all on me. Like when there was the one time it double backed over their face, the like picture, and I just thought it wouldn't. Doubtful the duo would collaborate. Would Ernesto deal with another member of the house? So, Hugo would not collaborate with Ernesto. No, they wouldn't. Okay. Oh, there's another one? Wait. We can do another link. Hang on. Can I now do like this one and this one? Because I really want to. No.
Come, my little grey cells.
Little grey cells. Liz. Unwilling to play blackmail. What? Uh-huh. Unless it's something to do with the letter opener and the blackmail letter.
Order and method.
But these two.
Is there something?
What
I am
about?
not-
What about? Wait, I see it. Okay, please tell me how these have anything to do with
Things
each
are
other.
Beginning to become clearer.
You could have... Could you have not come to the same conclusion by connecting the fact he employed a servant from the women's shelter with the fact that she mentioned she'd helped Ernesto find a maid? Does that not make more sense than connecting it to Hugo and Ernesto not likely to work together? What's Hugo got to do with the maid? I don't agree with that one whatsoever, to be honest. Absolutely not. No. No.
What is it now, detective?
Honestly, same. I'm annoyed he made that conclusion in the way he did. Did you speak to her about hiring a
She
servant?
approached me. I thought it was rather brash.
Okay.
In what way?
Assuming that I would want to take on another servant, and one from such a troubled background. She is running the charity, not I.
Something you're keeping from me? Your business relationship with the Major was obviously towing the line of legality. What does that have to do with the Major?
When he came to me, I told him that with the factories on strike and my profits pouring down the drain, I had nothing for him. But he said he could help me get them all back to work and the factories earning. His rates were steep, but he said he knew what needed to be done, and he was prepared to do it. A week passed and they were all still on strike. In fact, even more had joined them. He made excuse after excuse, demanding more and more money for the job to be done. But he never actually told me what he was going to do.
The riots.
I had no idea they were going to charge them like that. How was I meant to know?
Sorry. I'm sorry, Al.
And
I'm
even
sorry.
following such a tragedy, he continued to demand money from you.
He said if he wanted my silence, it would cost. Do you have any idea what it could do to my livelihood, my name? If it got out that
He's
I
getting
had paid the
ragey.
so-called security that did that.
So that's why you're getting blackmailed?
I have every idea, monsieur. You hired a militia to take action against your own workers. You deserve whatever name is chosen for being so morally bereft in your decision-making.
I didn't know that was what he was going to do. You must believe me.
Well, look, I didn't like the Major
I have
either.
to believe nothing but the truth. And the
But-
truth, monsieur, is that it is not only the Major that has the blood of those men on his hands.
So, Ernesto and the Major worked together to kill the Major. Sold.
That is all for now.
Not really, no. Who's next? That was exhausting. No one's next. We have another link though, which is neat. Marg approached Ernesto. This reminds me of another incident. What could it be? When Marg's asked to
Another
touch the body.
success. I never...
May know more than she's letting on if she has an inside link with the staff of this house. Oh, she's had spies everywhere. Found no clear evidence of the guests working together in any capacity. Bro, I don't think you've done that. What's become clear is Marg's connection to the staff. Could there be something more to their relationship? You've ruled out 3 different groups of people not working together. You've not explored any other reason why others might want to work together. So... okay. We don't need to know that. We know enough. Can I... oh, we need to talk to Inga. She was on this floor, wasn't she? Hey. You Margs' bestie? Did you kill a guy with Margs? Tell me about your true relationship with the
She helped
Countess.
me at the shelter and with this job.
That I am already aware of. What I am not is what else she tasked you with.
Pardon, detective?
I know that your position as a servant in this house is not your only job. What did Countess de Vos ask you to do?
She's a
while
super
in this
spy.
house?
She said I had to do what she asked, or I would be back on the street. I didn't want to do it. If anyone found out, I would be the prime suspect.
Did you kill him? Did you kill him though? What was asked of her must be related to a past life as a thief.
Merci, mademoiselle.
You could just ask her again, no? Why are we just gonna guess at this? Is it just me or does he suck as a detective? Following Marks' orders, stole the key.
Come, my little grey cells.
No. Or is it to do with the safe access?
I must take a different approach.
No.
This will not get
Is it
me
not
any
something to
closer.
do with her being a thief and the key being gone? Oh, it's the orders and the thief. Okay. Is it
I
just
should
going to
not be
lead to the whole
surprised by
she
my
stole the
own
key?
skills.
Is assisting with... We were getting there way quickly. We were already there. I was already on that wavelength.
Is there something you need, detective?
Yes. What were you told to steal? Was it the key? Was it from the
Nothing.
safe?
She said I was to take nothing.
You sure about that?
If it was not something she wished you to take, what was it?
She wanted me to find out information about the family and Monsieur Hagen.
Why
not
did she
exciting.
request that?
At first I didn't know, but when I heard about Mademoiselle Angeline being blackmailed, and then the Major, I knew she had used what I found.
Oh! Oh! Also, Marks is on the blackmail train. We were suspicious of Marks. Suspicions of Sterling's involvement with the Major's safe were incorrect and his key was not lost but stolen. That's what I was trying to do on a mind map. How did you get in the safe?
Monsieur Archie had a key.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It would be easy to
I
get
said
it
that.
from him.
Roll back the tape. That's what I wanted to do.
You knew that the Major asked Monsieur Sterling to access the safe from time to time, and if anything was ever discovered missing, he would surely take the blame.
Is that what you guys have been chatting about? Been hearing the Discord pinging. Are you just talking about Josh could play Henry in a bio game? What game are you talking about? Or movie?
never took
What is
anything.
happening?
only
I
told
can't see the
contest
Discord
what I had
conversation.
And that was?
found. About Monsieur Hagen and the Madame's relationship. And
She
Angeline.
knows. She
I'm
knows.
sure the Countess was pleased to hear such valuable information.
She said I had done a good job, but I needed proof. That's why I went back and got the letters last night.
Have we officially done it? Does that mean we technically also have to take Ingas into prison? Why would they be left in such precarious fashion? Yeah, why was the safe
I
open?
fetched the letters again and took them to the Countess last night. But she shouted at me and said what a stupid girl I was.
You were only doing as she requested.
She said it was too dangerous for her to have them with you around.
Amen.
That's when I returned them to the study. I thought I heard someone on the stairs, so I just threw them back. It was dark as I dared not turn the light on. Someone would have seen it.
Trying to slot a key into a lock in the dark is no easy feat, but that would explain the scratches on the safe. Van der Bosch was only tried to retrieve the letter minutes earlier. She would have surely crossed paths with Inga.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Sure. Well, does that not just completely solve the blackmail problem? Knows of the hidden room. Did she just say something about hidden room and that completely went beyond my mind?
I must
Don't
act
tell me
on
I have to
thought
connect those two now.
and the pieces
Why
of the
would-
puzzle are finally coming together.
I wanted to connect that before we asked that question. Okay, cool. The disappearance makes sense, which means we can trust Archibald a bit more. And then stole the key and access to the safe.
Things are beginning to become...
Yes, confirmed. Angus is trying to uncover secrets, knows of the hidden room.
Some would say a lucky guess.
Yes. If there's somewhere in the house where a secret lies, it will surely be found in the hidden room. The murder is just going to be sat in the hidden room. God. I was hearing the Discord go and I had a look and I was like, oh, they're just chatting in general. Everything's fine. You know, there's no rioting, I don't think. Can't take it to Blue Sky. Although, I just won't get involved. It's fine. You guys can just chat without me. I don't mind. Okay, yes. Marks was using the young girl to find out anything and everything she could about the family, while the Comtesse need not even get her hands dirty. Can we go yell at her now? We need to talk to Inga again. About a secret room, which I didn't even know we had a secret room in this place. That's only just coming up now in chapter
Is there
6.
something you need, detective?
Yes.
That's all. I swear. I heard Monsieur Archie and Monsieur Felix talking about a storeroom, but I haven't found it.
There's literally a little corridor that has a storeroom at the end of
Is
it.
the Countess aware of this room?
I told her it was somewhere in the house, but I didn't know where. She wasn't happy with me that I hadn't found it yet.
Mm-hmm. She would have been forthcoming with it if she'd known. Maybe naive on my part, but she's already incriminated herself. Nothing else.
Merci, mademoiselle.
True.
Your honesty today has helped me greatly.
Have we tried just pulling every book in the
suppose
library?
that I will lose my position at the house now.
That is
Yes.
not my decision to make. But when the whole truth is revealed, it will not be the pawns the law looks to convict. We shall be coming for the queen.
Okay. So that's the blackmail-y situation slightly under control. However, we still don't know who did the murder. What new stuff do we have? Oh, this one. Got the job from Marg. Wait. We haven't looked at this mind map in a hell of a long time.
I cannot see the logic in this.
Wait. What do you mean by just who? Who is the culprit? Margs. It's Margs. It is Margs. How did the crime occur? Do I just need to do...
Magnifique.
I need to get some other mini bubbles. Yes. We have got the how. Lovely. So then for the who, do we just do Margs has several links to the staff?
I
The
should
secrets
not be
may be in a
surprised.
hidden room. Which gives us... Margs is the blackmailer. Margs did it. She did all of it. But was she blackmailing everyone then? I'm guessing she would have blackmailed the Don Major. And I'm guessing also Ernesto. Sure. Can I please go yell at her? No, we just have to do the murder. What happens in another like 3 chapters? Because we got 9 chapters. This is only 6 and we found the blackmailer. Do we have another speech to do?
Mademoiselle, merci for coming.
Have you had a breakthrough, detective?
Yes.
I have. Finally, I have the news you have awaited.
Please, detective.
I finally uncovered the identity of the ransom.
Oh my. I feel faint at the thought of knowing who could have done this to us.
Go on, have a little guess. Go
It
on.
is said to keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. It is Countess de Vos that is
I
behind
can't
the
remember. I
letters.
feel like it was Adam in the last stream. I can't remember if they said she did the murder or the blackmail, but the name stands, so
I don't believe it.
GG.
What about the Major's letter?
Not only his, but a letter to Monsieur da Silva.
I know.
She was blackmailing him as well?
Mm-hmm.
Detective, I just don't know what to say.
Take a moment, mademoiselle.
She's dead
It is a lot
tonight.
of information to take
We
in.
have to look at Angeline.
I just don't understand why she would do such a cruel thing.
What do you know about the young
She
Inga's
has never been
past?
particularly forthcoming with it, only that she was homeless for some time and that she was at the women's shelter before here.
And it is there that the Countess abused her power and manipulated her to uncover secrets of the family.
All this time she has been working for Margot, doing her dirty work?
I am
Yes.
afraid so, mademoiselle.
State of shock to learn such a close friend of the family has betrayed them in such a cruel way must be
Is Maman
devastating.
You are the first I have told, mademoiselle. Next will be the authorities.
I'm afraid that we'll have to wait.
Why? There's still a murderer on the loose on the house, Angeline.
And we will. I want to see her punished to the fullest extent of the law. But we cannot telephone anyone as the lines
No.
are still down.
The damn snow.
Monsieur Archibald informed me earlier I had hoped they would be working again. Last night's snow must have caused more damage than expected.
Last night? They have been done all weekend, detective.
What? No, because Archibald was making a call. His eyebrows raised.
Detective? Are you okay?
How could I have been such a fool? I saw Sterling talking on the phone, but I had no ring.
Detective Poirot?
It was all a lie. A scene acted out for my benefit to throw me off the scent. If I believed that the Major was still alive at that time, I had no reason to investigate anyone's whereabouts beforehand. Anyone being Sterling and his staff.
Would you like me to fetch you a glass of water, Detective?
My
No.
apologies, mademoiselle. I was taken by surprise for a moment. But I have
Complete
regained my
plot
composure.
twist.
A glass of water is not required.
I was just gonna, I was
Would you
gonna
excuse
trust
me?
Sterling as well because of his darn key situation.
Merci,
And
mademoiselle.
it was just stolen, and he wasn't incompetent at all. He was too busy murdering. Ooh. The family. I feel like my chair's not the right height. Can we pack our bags and leave? My patience has grown thin. The guests and the staff of this house think it's acceptable to lie to my face when questioned and obstruct my investigation, but no more. We shall see how Monsieur Sterling and his staff fare under some pressure. Tarami, did you not say in the last one about the staff? And it's like, why has he not even questioned the staff yet? Cozy Bibs! Hello, welcome in. Because we didn't question any of them. Oh, do we have to question Elizabeth? She's staff. Suspicions initially led me to the guests, but now they are firmly placed on the staff. Okay. Ooh. Another mind map. Great. I can't do any bubbles yet, can I? No. Let's go yell at him. I didn't even consider the phone line situation. I just trusted the guy. Oh, it's Elizabeth. Looks like Elizabeth is on her way to see me, but it's such a late
Mademoiselle,
hour.
what a
Someone else
pleasure
dead.
to see you.
Detective,
It is a rather late hour to be wandering the halls.
Oh,
dead.
yes. Of course.
Guilty conscience, is it, Elizabeth?
I do not feel myself, Detective.
If that is the case, you should be resting. Allow me to help.
No, that's quite all right. I will see to my duties and return to bed.
No, what did you want? No! Oh, god damn it.
Lizzie, excuse me, Elizabeth. Lady Van Den Bosch has been waiting for some time now.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Detective Poirot was just...
This is all
I'll
very
send you,
shady.
Detective, you just head on up. Off you go.
Good night, Detective.
Bonne nuit, mademoiselle.
Elizabeth's certainly not herself. I thought the death of the Major had brought up uncomfortable memories of her beloved Luke. But maybe something else. Maybe because she murdered someone.
I'm sorry about her, Detective. As you can see, she is still not back to her usual bubbly self.
This weekend seems to have taken quite a toll on her.
She'll be right as rain in a couple of days. Now, what can I help you with?
As if by magic you appeared when needed. I would like to speak with you and the remaining staff. If you could gather them in the staff pantry.
At this hour, Detective? Is that really necessary?
They're forgetting someone was murdered.
I
Yes.
shall be the one that determines
Yes.
what is and what
I
is
need to
not
talk to
necessary,
everyone.
And this
As you wish, Detective. I'll see if Inge is finished preparing for
We
breakfast.
we slept a whole nother night.
and Mademoiselle Rihanna.
Yes, of course. I'll fetch her from the kitchen. Elizabeth may be some time with the lady of the house.
Yeah, that's
Very
fine.
well. I shall speak with.
No, I don't trust that, but
Gathering
okay.
staff.
Sure thing.
Mr. Beckers is in the library. If you wish to join him, I could bring you both a nightcap.
I wish to keep a clear head, but there is something I wish to discuss with Monsieur Beckers.
Is there? Is there really? Oh, we need to confront him about the dealings. Do we need to? Could we not continue to you know, look about this murder situation? Sorry, my monitor's turning off. Because I feel like, is that not the second night that we've slept on this? And just not interrogated people? Because we left one night, but I feel like that's been another night. Because we gathered them all in the parlor. I don't know anymore. Poirot doesn't make sense to me. Is the library? Yes. Go yell at him. Where is he? Hugo! Where is the man? There's got to be a hidden room in here, no? If anywhere.
Monsieur Beckhaus, it is rather late. The other guests have already retired to their rooms.
I didn't even see the time. It's easy to lose oneself in a library this impressive.
That is something we can agree on, monsieur.
I suppose I should be heading?
A moment, monsieur. There are some matters that we must discuss.
Oh, what is it, detective?
Is it the contract?
A deal? It was an insult.
And that is why you did not sign it?
I didn't sign it because the workers deserve so much more, not his pathetic attempts to get them back to work.
Did you think there was a chance for a better deal to be made?
I know there was. He's a pompous swine that cares for only himself and filling his pockets.
Sure, I've heard that description of Monsieur de Silva before, or at least something similar. What's your speech? His ripped up speech in the fireplace?
My speech? I'm not sure what speech.
You may save your false ramblings for your next audience. I am aware you spoke with the Major yesterday.
Whoever told you that has it wrong, detective.
Please, monsieur. The truth.
Okay, fine. Yes, the Major and I spoke, but it was not for long.
Okay. Sure. What was the manner of the conversation? Wasn't
I
light-hearted?
was trying to convince him to speak with Ernesto. It's time we brought the strikes to an end.
And that was best approached by a shouting match?
He wouldn't listen to what I said. I spent so long preparing how I was going to convince him, but men like him are only swayed by one thing: money.
Okay. Had he tried to grease the Major's palm, perhaps he would have been more successful.
It is said that money is the root of all evil, but it can also be a rather powerful bargaining chip.
Well, he was bargaining with people's lives. If he had acted sooner, none of those men, my men, would have had to
And
die.
Luke. Let's not forget, Luke's died. I don't even know what I would bake, Daffy, is the thing. I was trying to think of this. Because I feel like I'd have to make like a couple of things for it to fill stream time. Have to pick some favorites. There's part of me that would want to do like a breaded thing, but who knows? Nightbot wouldn't be invited. He's not allowed in the kitchen. He can't be trusted anymore. Did not realize your relationship with Mademoiselle Conrad was so business
I'm
oriented.
not sure what you mean.
Her proposal to make you somewhat of a star, a figurehead for the working man, what would you call that?
There was certainly no talk of making me a star. That is not the type of man I am. She wanted to write a piece on my work with the union, and I was happy to oblige.
We're really testing people's patiences. Lex intends at the forefront of his decisions, but perhaps that's what being remembered for something great was too much for him to pass up. Push him.
Mademoiselle Conrad can be
Push
quite
him, shove it.
convincing, can she not?
She has certainly taken several wealthy business partners by surprise with her knowledge and prowess. She knows how to use her womanly powers to get what she wants.
Is this Jackie? This is Jackie.
But she did not surprise or use you.
Me? Used me?
It is Jackie.
Don't be ridiculous, detective.
Oh, the points
No
could be
games played
crumbs.
at my expense.
The points could be crumbs. I'm really loving... I was loving Spongebucks, and I was loving Vicaroons, just because I could draw little macaroons as being the little channel point thing, but I do quite like crumbs. I'd have to try and make the crumbs look like a decent size on the channel point picture. It's just really tricky to decide. I mean, I could just make... Even if I did Spongebucks, I could make it look like a cake in the shape of a note, but like the Vicaroons might translate better. I don't know. I'll probably end up doing a poll with some of my favourites and then going from there. Quite away with words and is a fan of his own voice. He sure is. I should allow him the opportunity to speak and open up without too much interruption and forcefulness. He is good cop. Is curious or suggestive more or less forceful? I guess curious.
No,
Sure.
she just reminded me of what I was fighting for.
They could be cheese crumbs. I mean, they could be moths for Martha and her eating of moths. But I'm like, that's too niche of a reference. You had to be there, you know. You were used?
Excuse me?
Sorry.
You had the opportunity to end the strikes
I thought that was
before
nicer.
the tension escalated, let alone blood being spilt. But you chose not.
How dare you?
Sorry,
Everything
I'm
I've
sorry.
done has been for those men. I fight for their rights and their fair treatment.
Look, I think everything's fine. We'll be honest.
I may not be perfect, but I've done everything I can.
Yeah, I feel like we do. Because if you weren't there at the Skyrim stream, you wouldn't know anything about Martha eating moths. There's an emote for that. But some
Your
people won't know the
efforts fell
context of
short
it.
in every respect.
The battery
You claim
conversation.
to be the voice of the people, but you care about no one's voice or benefits but your own.
It's not as easy as just signing a piece of paper, Detective. It is a heavy weight to bear on one's shoulders. I consulted with others.
You yourself spoke of Mademoiselle Conrad's cunning in business.
And I told you, I was not one of her targets.
Tell me then, what was it she reminded you of? The acclaimed man of the people you would be known as if you pushed the factory owners for more?
It wasn't like that at all.
From where I am standing, it was she that was manipulating the terms of the deal, and you in the process. You were merely her pawn.
I think you have let your imagination run away with you, Detective.
He was fine
She
with this
merely
now.
offered some advice. What kind of union leader and fighter for equality and fairness would I be if I just did what someone told me to do?
Did we ruin it? And to do it again.
Mademoiselle Conrad can be quite convincing, can she not?
She has certainly taken several.
Okay,
but she didn't-
I'm flicking
Me?
through. Wait, he was mad at me when I was curious.
Perhaps some, but I'm not so easily manipulated or simple-minded.
And then I thought, oh, no, 'cause you know what I did? Antagonistic means you're the bad guy, right? Protagonist means you're the good guy. I had them backwards, so I just instantly clicked antagonist, and I should have clicked direct. You refused to deal because it wasn't adequate.
And I stand by that. It was an
No,
insult.
Tarami, we're not. After Dollary, I do love Dollary days. I think that's why I like
Bold
Vicaroons,
move to
because to
make
me they're a
such a
little bit like
decision on your
doubloons and they
own.
sound like a currency. And I can kind of like in my head I can already draw that picture. Okay, cool. Let's be honest with him.
I may not be perfect, but I've done everything I can.
But yeah, this has
Your
nothing to do with the
efforts fell
murder
short
or
in
any other
every respect.
blackmailings, because we've solved the
Claim to be the
blackmailings.
voice of the people.
It's not as easy as just signing a...
Yes.
You yourself spoke of Mademoiselle.
And I told you, I was not one of her targets.
Okay.
Tell me then, what was it she reminded you of?
The same thing you
wasn't
said
like that at all.
before.
From where I am standing, it was she that was manipulating. You were merely her.
Okay, yes, I know. I shouldn't have listened to her. But what else could I do?
He's yelling.
Remain an unknown my whole life? I
He's
didn't mean
yelling.
for anyone to get hurt.
It may not have been your intention, but we both
We're just letting
know the
everyone's
result.
secrets and memories, basically.
You rolled the dice with those men's lives for fame, and you lost.
Oh, sorry, but do you have any siblings?
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Hugo, to be honest.
I have often wondered about the competition siblings face in a large family.
When you're young, it is the best feeling to know you have family that will stand by you, without even being asked.
I can see Hugo being the youngest.
It is not until everyone starts carving their own path that you realize you're walking yours solo, and those that were beside you are now
Damn,
miles
man.
away. My older brothers were the athletes of the family. They both played soccer, and were the infatuation of every teenage girl. I'm sure you have seen the type.
Oui, monsieur, but I can assure you that was not I.
Oh, they're
Then
bonding.
there was me. Quiet, timid, a
Aw.
shadow of the Baker brothers. My voice and very presence was forgotten and ignored. Nothing I could say or do would ever reach the bar they had set. But I always knew I was destined for great things.
Victor and his big vice runes.
Years passed, and now
can't remember
that
how
I
it's
no longer
spelled.
stood in the
VICCA
colossal ombre of my
runes?
brothers, I could become my own man. When the position of union leader was posted, it was my chance to finally be heard. You hear politicians speak of the little or the common man. Well, that was me. And I knew what we wanted and what we needed. When I
Can I
It
skip
was
this? Would
supposed to
anyone be
my
mad if
crowning
I skipped this
achievement.
whole
Lead
conversation?
the men to victory over the money-grabbing...
Monsieur, it was not at your hands that these men died.
You will be held accountable for Luke's death. Luke was our favourite character that we never met. I'm holding you accountable personally, Hugo. Absolutely. Katie! It sounds really scary at work, so you can't put on the headphones. Well, hello! I appreciate you popping in. Okay, can we connect some... No. Well, we learned he had popular siblings, so that's great. Has it got what we're doing now? Oh, we've got to go back downstairs. We will go and we will see the staff. I'll write you a note. This is a business meeting. Just zoom in really close to my face and we'll pretend it's Zoom. Let's see if he's rallied the troops. I feel like he's going to be plotting something with Elizabeth though, because if Archibald's not going to be there, something fishy is going to go on. Now, did he say they're in the kitchen or the pantry? I'm gonna guess it's the pantry. There'll be subtitles. Kitchen? Kitchen. Oh, kitchen. I thought we were going butlers. We're not. We're going kitchen. Dining room? It's the kitchen. Did he not say he was gathering them in the kitchen? Oh no, I'm locked out of every room now. I mean, that too. What did he say to me? Did he not say? Oh, well, they're staff quarters. I thought we were going in the pantry. Oh. Logs. Decent supply of logs. Are we snooping on... I thought they were going to be in here. A war medal that must belong to the major. Why is it in the staff quarters though? Oh, because he's... Oh, he's dead, huh? He wouldn't need it now. He doesn't have it. Hammock? I'm not sure how well I would sleep on this contraption. I love a hammock. My brother bought one secondhand once and just randomly brought it home. It was great. A few days old, do not hold the candle to what has transpired this week. Where are the staff? Am I losing it? Where did Archibald say the staff was? The DLC you want to gift me? KoFi it. And then I'll buy it. What's the DLC? Why? What do you want to buy me? Like, approve all of my gifts first. Abandoned clothes. I'm trying to think of a game that needs DLC. Why can't... Why not? Luxurious jacket, the initials read FH, Felix Hagen. Oh no, why would Felix have such scruffy boots? The items I found are most intriguing and require an explanation that I believe only the staff can give. I shall meet them in the pantry.
Detective, what can we do for you?
If it's anything to do with Pro... I think what on earth DLCs I wouldn't have, but I guess, like, yeah, you can either KoFi it. Well, then it wouldn't be a secret, huh? I mean, I guess. I'm reluctant for this gift because I don't know what it is.
You can help me by telling the truth, and in
just
the
message,
process,
just DM me
yourselves.
the Steam friend code. May I have to do an Agatha Christie character? No. I'm not accepting that friend request. Sorry. I only have this one game. There's not a DLC for this, is there? Is there? Surely not.
Sorry, Detective. It's a bit late in the night for riddles.
A bit late in the night for a murder.
It is no riddle, monsieur. If I do not receive the truth, you
There
shall
is a
all be
DLC.
charged as accessories to
I don't want
murder.
it. I don't want it. I don't want it. How much more does it add to the game?
Detective, I think maybe you have been locked in this house for too long.
Honestly,
We have
not long
already-
enough.
You have told me aversion, and now I require honesty.
DLC in spirit. Well, fine. Fine, DM me the Steam friend code.
Monsieur
I'll
Sterling,
add you after stream.
Is there anything you would like to add to your story?
I'm not sure what you think I have done, Detective.
Let
A
us not
murder,
string out this charade any
actually.
longer.
Oh yeah, the telephone call.
From his associate.
The phones haven't worked for a
Already
week,
told you,
actually.
Detective. I don't know who it was.
Do not worry yourself on such details now. I suppose they were lucky to have called when they did.
You notice the music
Otherwise,
exchange?
they may not have gotten through at all, with the telephone lines being down as of yesterday.
I caught him.
Aye, Detective. Lucky, I guess.
Look at his cold eyes. His cold, dead eyes. He's such a liar. Refried! How are you doing? Do I want another game? Of what genre? I have so many games to play in February anyway. Tarami just wants another pro stream just for themselves. Another horror game? I mean, yeah. Throw me a game suggestion. There are some indie ones I need to play. Oh yeah, why do you have the medal? Like, I know he's
Oh,
dead,
you
but you
found
shouldn't just take that.
Thank you, Detective. I've been looking everywhere for it.
It was in your suitcase.
If I had lost a war medal, I would not stop until I found it.
Ooh, I'll help it fly by. Help it fly. The game suggestions is not 900 games long. I'll get there eventually. I'll get there. I would usually prefer, because I only have one Steam account, I don't want to add everyone in chat necessarily on my personal Steam account. So I usually prefer if someone wants to buy me a game, like Ryu bought me Prey, and we did it through KoFi. So just sent me the amount for the game and I would buy it. I'm not just gonna like not honor it if someone's adamant to buy me a game. I wanted to make see if there was a way I could do like a thrown Steam gift card type situation instead. Because it is just like, I don't want to add people on my personal Steam where possible. Tarami wants to really surprise me with a Pro game. Annoyingly. I don't really want it. I'll just deny the gift and unfriend you.
It's not what you think.
And then ban you from my
Exploiting
chat.
a dead man's military achievements for your own personal gain.
Nothing of the sort.
It's so dramatic
asked
in this
me
chat
to
right
clean
now. I'm
them
just
up.
not even talking about it.
I must have dropped it into my pocket when I was putting them back. An honest mistake.
He really doesn't like Sterling, huh? Yeah, all the Steam. Yeah, that works as well. Oops. Sorry, my cat jumped on the keyboard. I mean, don't go dropping it here. Can't be doing that. Actually, I don't. You couldn't even whisper it to me on Twitch. I think my whispers are off for strangers. Who knows? Right. Sorry. What are you saying, Sterling? Can't claim to be an expert, but I presume a medal like that would be of quite some
I
value.
wouldn't know. Probably.
He knows.
Your
he
father was
knows.
in the military for many years. That is what you told me.
He was.
And your family still
And
keep
what
his
is your
medals.
point?
They were sold.
And why was that, monsieur?
Is my family on trial now, Detective?
Maybe.
Only you, monsieur. And I repeat my question.
Because we needed
Oh,
money.
look how sad he is, though. Oh, he just needed
Voila.
money. Well, they're of the medal's value when he found its way into his belongings. Did you ask Margs to get it for you? You were the last to see him alive when you brought him the bottle of whiskey in his study. Correct?
Whiskey?
You took a bottle of whiskey to the major. You spoke with Monsieur Demire en route.
Aye, of course. It was a bottle he picked up from his last visit to Scotland. Rather smoky number from the Highlands. He was saving it for a worthy occasion. Drowning his sorrows must have been fitting enough.
Why was he drowning his sorrows? Does not remember the bottle at all, and it's by magic he recalls the exact
Or
details.
was it the one from the west coast? You'll have to excuse my memory, Detective.
You're a
It's not what it
great
used to be.
liar, Archibald. You're great at this. You claim the Major asked you to clean his medals for display purposes.
No. He keeps them safe with some of his old military documentation.
Is
Where?
that a typical job for the head butler?
He trusts me to do a good job. I told him I used to clean my father's, so he asked me to do the same.
And where does he keep these items?
In the storage room. I know where everything is, so it's just easier if I fetch them for him as and when he needs them.
Don't recall seeing any military memorabilia or keepsakes when I was in the storage room. In the staff storage? What? Have we? I was going to say, have we been in the storage room?
It's certainly
happy at the
better
house?
than my last.
You are paid a
so
fitting
sad
wage
again.
for the work that is asked of you.
Oh, he's so sad again.
I'm sure the lady of the house would not want me discussing it. But
It's fine, she could be dead. We've taken so long with this.
That is not the most convincing answer, monsieur.
Between you and I, we all work very hard here. And it would be nice if we were rewarded for it.
Sterling's trying to convince me, as if he was himself, that his light-fingered actions are justifiable due to the petit wage he receives for his honest work.
Please don't go anywhere.
Okay.
If I require more information, I shall call on you again. Mademoiselle, I shall keep my questions brief.
With the opposite to the Sterling. Ask him everything and
with me
anything.
so far. All I request is that you continue to do so.
Oui, detective.
I'm already aware of the involvement with the blackmail, but I'm not sure if she is also connected to the Major's murder. Well, she did find the body. Did we ever find like a tossed over plate of food or anything? Because she said she was bringing the dinner upstairs.
It was frantic in the pantry. We were working hard to make sure everything was up to scratch.
Go on.
Then Liz burst in, asking for Mamore's help.
Her help with what, exactly?
I don't know. She took Liz to one side, and I was needed in the salon. We spoke just after that in the pantry.
You did not question what she needed help with?
I was too busy. I love Liz, but she sheds a tear at almost everything these days. Although, I have never seen her look so pale.
Elizabeth still looked pale when I saw her earlier. Understand the amount of work that goes into keeping a house of the size running. She cannot expect the staff to work if they're ill. They just don't have enough staff, so they're just going to work all of the staff to death. We know this. I could see Rahana
Mademoiselle,
killing her.
I shall be as quick and precise with my questioning as possible.
Yes. My condolences on your brother's part. Luke was our favourite, to be honest. We loved Luke.
He was a good man.
He was.
Taken too early.
Lovely gardener.
Forgive me, mademoiselle, for not extending them earlier, but I was not aware of your relationship.
He was my only brother. And he died doing what he believed was right.
If only we could just have a
If I ever
picture,
get
you know?
my hands on who took him from
We
me.
don't have anything. I understand why she's so angry for her brother to be taken from this world at such a young age and in such a violent manner. Yeah. Tell me about the involvement in
You
the
say the
riots. We're
riots.
learning.
But it was the strike he was part
We
of.
should get-
They started the riots, not the workers.
I'll contact anyone and everyone I know in the gaming industry to get that going. How about that? You say the riots, but it was the strike he was part of. They started the riots, not the workers.
By
I know.
they, you are referring to the security forces. They were brought in to keep the peace.
Security, huh? They were brought in to make an example of them. It was all peaceful until they arrived.
Why would they need to make an example?
So that the workers would stop rallying. No one is going to go on strike if they think they'll get killed. The security you talk of were armed and ready. The workers were pigs to the slaughter. What chance did they have?
True. We didn't really learn anything, because I think we already knew that, but sure. Tell me about Elizabeth.
What is there to say? Being locked away in the pantry, I don't see her for most of the day.
Well, that may be, but she came looking for your help before dinner was served, did she not?
She wasn't feeling well.
She's
That's
lying. She hesitated. She's
And
lying.
she came to you.
I told you, we are a family here. The girls come to Mama Reh if they have a problem, and I fix it.
How did you
When
fix
I
it?
saw her earlier, I must admit she was not looking herself. Perhaps I should check on her.
No! Just leave the poor girl.
God forbid we try and be
She'll
nice.
fine after another bowl of my homemade soup. She just needs
That's
her
basically
rest.
not a game. Yeah, no, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Another bowl of soup? Did your homemade soup kill the major by any chance? Her agonies to keep me from seeing Elizabeth again. Doesn't say comfortably. No, no, no. You took ice to the major?
Yes.
This was before or after Archibald took him a bottle of whiskey.
Before.
Okay.
You are sure?
It may have been after.
Was there ice in the room or not? There's been a
The
murder,
whiskey
come
is
on.
kept in the cellar
Come on.
with all the alcohol.
It is.
Then you must have noticed him going into the cellar and returning with a bottle through the pantry, no?
Yes, I suppose I did. It must have been before then.
Took only one question for her to doubt her own story. I still cannot see as why the needful eyes.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Look, if you didn't like the major, just tell me. He didn't seem like the best kind of guy. I won't be mad if you killed. I'll be mad at Archibald. Just because he's annoying. But the rest of you, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Hugo stuff is done. We did that stuff. The major's coat and worn out boots. Abandoned clothing. I don't know if that's worth anything. Archibald stole from the major. Because he's paid very little.
I cannot see the logic in this.
You know what, Pro? I see the logic in that, though. I see it. Forgot he took the whiskey. Claims he lost the medals. Archibald hasn't noticed a lack of calls.
I must act on thought and fact, not on impulse.
Well, we do have the staff maybe involved in the murders.
What a revelation!
Okay, timings are a mess. Archibald forgot he took whiskey to the major. Both of them... Where's my little thing gone? Both of them are lying. Oh, please, yes, tell me the complaints about the mind map. I'd love to know. I hate these mind maps. I feel like most of it happens after the conversation already, but I feel like I've learnt more than what the mind map's showing me. She's upset, but under the
Order
weather.
and method.
You guys saw the major outside.
Another success.
The major would not have left such a fine coat in the staff area. Someone must have worn it. Who wore the major's clothes? Okay. I'm gonna guess Archibald. To be honest. Do we connect these and just say he's really
I must
forgetful?
take a different approach here.
Any more? Mine was kept in the storage room. Can I overlap these two slightly?
Is there something?
I cannot. Is it showing me? Is she just upset because she's not paid?
Come, my
God
little
damn
grey
it.
cells. We must think logically.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I feel like every time I get a new one, I get
pieces of the
thrown
puzzle
off.
are finally coming together.
Because they start so spread apart, and then there'll be a rogue line that decides to go, you know, cutting across 3 other lines. I think it was the cook for no particular reason. There's no way I can investigate that suspicion. True. True. Oh god, we have another one. Staff members' boots. Wait, so the worn out boots connected to the madam pays the staff very little, which created staff members' boots. So the boots belong to a member of staff. Okay. Is Elizabeth sad because she doesn't have her boots anymore? I feel like it's gotta be something down... Like it's something with the phone call or the lack of calls. I forget, there's a medal. Medal's kept in storage room. But then to me I'm like, are we not linking this other storage room with the hidden room that seems to exist somewhere that we haven't asked any staff member about? Except for Inga's. Is she even on this one? But then Inga's isn't even on this one. She might have done some murdering. Do you think she wore the boots? Is that why she's sad?
Not get me any
Could be. Could be that she wore the boots. Yeah, I'm not allowed to suspect her, but we should suspect her because she's already been in cahoots with someone else to do some blackmailing, assisting. You know? So I feel like she should be here because we spoke to her in this mind map section. I need him to just yell at me a bit. Oh no, that one's right. Okay.
I would say a moment of
Took the ice to the Major links that Archibald staged the phone call. The theory that the Major had been killed during dinner was nothing but a ruse. Why the staff covering for the real time of the deaths? I don't know. They hate it here?
Magnifique.
Because they're unsure of their stories. Little grey cells are going. The cook's protecting Elizabeth, who she probably ordered to do the murder. Mama hen. Yeah, maybe. Being a cook is hard. I mean, I don't think anyone liked the Major, so I'm not that surprised if the staff did it. They played the parts very well. Why does the staff feel they need to fabricate stories? Because of the boots. Surely. And I'm always like, there feels like there should be another connection when it's just looking a bit blank, which it is over here right now. Is it not something to do with Elizabeth? Because they're not letting me talk to Elizabeth. It's gotta be something to do with Elizabeth. Or is it just the boots and outside?
This will not get me any closer to... Like, can we connect this all the way down here somewhere? But it doesn't have her saying anything about Elizabeth either. Because would we not have a bubble? Oh, I guess it's this one. I don't know. I need... Pro, just tell me. Tell me anything. I must take a different approach if I am...
I have to do another one before it tells me I'm wrong.
I must act on thought and...
Can I have a hint, please? Game? Oh, someone else wearing the coat and stuff.
What a revelation!
Okay. I'm not even surprised. This doesn't seem like her. She'd never be this disorganized. She'd never approve of this. So this was the guy by the fountain, right? Took his position out in the snow for the guests to see. Why would they do this? Because they're not paid very well.
Another success.
To do with them. I mean, we know it was just the two big dogs of the staff. Can't trust a word they've said. Why are the staff hiding the truth from me? This is the question we've been asking this whole mind map. Because they're involved in the murder.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Yes. And actually, he could have saved an entire chapter of our lives if he decided to look into the staff at the same time as looking into the other people. She's guilty of her own crimes associated with the blackmail. Sterling and Rahana have been an integral part in covering up and obscuring the truth of how the Major was killed. Arrest them. Oh wait, we can't because it's snowing. So they can just keep running around murdering. I'm surprised they haven't done it again. Staff are already suspicious to begin with. I don't think he ever said they were suspicious. Why didn't you investigate them first then? Because everyone was in the dining room at the same time, and a staff member found the body. I feel like you would ask them first, wouldn't you? It's making you slightly upset. Oh, great. Oh my god, another mind map. Okay. We have a new... What about... Are they connecting because they're both upset about Luke? Clear. Okay. They're both grieving. Did they do something silly because of that? She helped Elizabeth.
Come,
apparently not.
Order and
okay,
method.
well, okay, maybe they don't connect anymore. What else we got? She feels disconnected from her peers. Staged the phone call.
I cannot see the logic in this.
There's 2 connections right now? I don't know what these two have to do with each other, but okay, they don't. What? Oh, because she knows! She knows! Looked pale and other members of staff were busy with their duties, must have found the body. Did she play a part in the murder? Elizabeth found the body. What on earth did this— why was this one flashing? Is it because she knows the staff are involved?
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Okay. Confident she isn't part of the cover-up, there's clearly been a focus for the other staff. So she is not involved in the murder. I don't know that we could say that yet. I really don't. Oh, so Elizabeth's husband from the first mystery died, and he is the same one who is related to Rahana. They were siblings. Because Poirot has spent 3 nights at this house deciding to just sleep on it. That's why. And because he decided on the first and second night the staff had nothing to do with it, or it wasn't as important as learning about everyone else's tiny little family dramas. When really, you should probably have spoken to the one lady that found the body to start with. Would you not? Has he never seen a detective? Come on, man. I mean, will we connect all these two?
I cannot see the logic in...
Is it then that she helped her coming down the stairs?
The pieces of the puzzle are fine.
Don't recall seeing her. Rahana wasn't seen after Elizabeth found the corpse. Because she was pretending to be the major!
Yes, I would say a moment of genius.
Yeah, exactly. Personally, the major was Rahana's role in the plan. Why it was necessary, I am not sure of yet. Why did she feel the need to cover for Elizabeth? Because they were pretty much related. They were like in-laws, right? But is that not enough to why? She was covering, so he did the phone call.
Something I am not...
No. Not that one.
I must act on thought and...
I hate your thought, bro. Hate his thoughts so much. Did he stage the phone call?
This will not
to
get
make
me
sure...
any closer.
No? Oh, it was these two.
What a revelation!
How did you make me finish this game? Archibald's acting skills came into play to cover for a member of the staff, but who? Whoever was doing the murdering? Archibald was covering for Rahana, who was covering for Elizabeth? Is it just this one?
Come, my little grey cells. We must...
I'm so done with this mind map. Do we need? Do we need? Is it just Elizabeth that found the body?
Things are beginning to become...
Stage phone call was Archibald's assignment. He went to great lengths to protect Elizabeth, but why did he feel the need to cover for Elizabeth? Miguel Inga is guilty of her own crimes associated with blackmail. Blackmail? It's like a Happy Meal. It's Monsieur Sterling and Mademoiselle Rahana that have been an integral part in covering up and obscuring the truth of how the Major was killed. With 1 L, by the way. Nah, he got killed in a riot at the warehouse. At Hugo's warehouse. By the staff that Ernesto employed, which was the Major and his men, that basically just started kicking off at the workers, and then a load of them died. So there's all kind of things happening in this. So much. Time for my little grey cells to go to work. I'm so close to uncovering the truth. I honestly don't even know if you are. What are we doing? Where are we going? Investigate the murder. Ah, yes, back to this massive one. Oh, we now need to do the who, the why, the how, the what. Okay. I can do this one. A defensive trike. The wound... Trike? I can't read today. The wound is not common with an aggressive attack, more like a defensive strike. Well, I guess we don't really know why. These have nothing to do with the murder. This is none of the staff right now. With what? Kitchen knife, maybe? Because it's, I don't know, from the kitchens? Can we just connect these two?
Magnifique.
Okay. We know Elizabeth is the murderer. We didn't know that just now from the other mind map. Alright, with what? Major's knife is missing and his body lies with a stab wound. It could very well be the murder weapon. Okay. Oh, there's no other links we can make. I see. This is just the overall mind map. The other mind map was just our little extra mind map. Didn't see it. Blinded by my own trust. When I look back now, the clues were there, staring me in the face. I spent my time chasing connections between the guests. Their motive and agendas were more than enough to raise suspicion, but while distracted by them, I failed to notice the one absent member of the household. What I still cannot grasp is why. I promised myself that after that fateful day in the capital, I would not let my judgment steer me adrift. But once again, it is I left looking the fool. There's nothing more than can be done tonight. I must... You don't have to try and rest your head. You could do more tonight, Poirot. They're not going anywhere. They don't need to sleep. They killed a man. Chapter 8. The truth. I'm hoping Chapter 9's a cutscene. Don't give me another mind map in Chapter 9. What in the world? Has an elephant escaped and made its way up to the second floor? Sounds as though it's coming directly from above me. But is that the storage room? Ooh. It's just gonna be a door. Labeled storage room. He was just so distracted by this whole thing. He didn't even realize that he could have just gone up another flight of stairs. I mean, I don't know if we can, but I'm just gonna guess we can. No, we went to a hallway that said storeroom and it was locked. Ooh. What if the whole house was dead? Wouldn't even surprise me with the week-long escapade that this has been. In the storeroom. Oh, what a surprise. Oh, we have been in here. Why would Sally be in here clattering around in the dead of night? Because he murdered someone. Oh god. Why is Sterling in the attic? Must find the extent of his behaviour.
Monsieur Sterling.
Must we?
Oh, Detective, I was just...
Please.
Tap dancing?
I eagerly await to hear what reason you give for being in the storage room at this hour.
A butler's job is never...
I am no fool, monsieur. You have spun enough stories this weekend.
Honestly, Detective, you don't trust anyone.
It's my job, man.
And with good reason.
My patience has all but run out. What are you doing?
I've been thinking about my time with the family.
Oh, he's gonna look sad now.
I often think on fond memories, but it does not take me to a storage room in the middle of the night.
There are many memories held within these walls. I just wanted
Bodies?
to see them again.
He's hidden bodies in the wall. He's killed so many guests here. He has no plans on leaving the house. Both you and Rohan have risked the freedom to help Elizabeth.
You never let on. How long have you known it was her?
Literally since last night. I've been here a while, but
Monsieur,
last night.
I am Detective Hercule Poirot. I only show my hand when I deem it
He's
necessary.
such a liar. Yeah. Yeah. Because I've had to speak to so many people. It's just me, why did he not ask the one person that found the body and alerted everyone else? Why would he not go to the staff first in this whole thing? Why would he turn to all of the dinner guests that he was sat with? Also, I see this. I see where the secret hidden room is. He's moving this darn cupboard.
You will be taking her away then.
Yeah.
She will stand trial for what she has done.
But you don't know the full story. She is just a servant in this house. If she is arrested, that will be the end for her.
Well, then tell
If
me
Mademoiselle
why.
was only protecting herself, as you both have claimed, she will surely be found innocent.
You haven't done anything but deceive, Archibald.
I'm sorry that I lied to you about the medal.
You should be. Even when confronted, Sterling still remains steadfast and refused to acknowledge what he's
Would you
done.
care to explain the fake telephone call? It was purely for my benefit, no?
Why would I fake a telephone call?
The
Liar.
same reason that Mademoiselle Rihanna dressed in the Major's jacket in the snow, to allow not only the guests but me to believe the Major was still alive.
I'm hearing Ed's voice saying, yeah, every time Poirot's doing something. You know, when he's threatening Dabs
I didn't kill
in
him,
Shaun of the Dead.
detective.
And Ed's like, yeah.
I know, monsieur.
You didn't have to, but you
But I
still
also know
you
that
knew.
you helped the one that did to cover their tracks.
It wasn't like that. We were just trying to help. She had no part in it.
What do you mean? Oh, and then we're just gonna leave that? Okay. I'm already
I
yawning.
didn't realise the noise I was making.
This game has me sleepy.
Obviously. Were you preoccupied looking for another of the Major's medals?
Of course not. I already explained.
No, monsieur. You attempted to dupe me again into believing one of your stories.
Please, detective. I know you know how it ended
You
up
know,
in my
I
possession.
know.
I was just trying to get some extra money together to send home. I can't lose this job. If Lady Van den Bosch found out...
Theft of a medal would be the very least of your problems.
They keep forgetting they know about a murdered man. What are you
the
doing?
Major's military storage box.
The one that stored his medals.
Amongst other things, yes.
And those other things are?
I had to protect her. If you found it when searching the study, you would have carted her off then and there.
Whatever it is you have hidden, it
Actually,
will
if
not
it is
remain
another
that
body,
way
do
for
you think
much
it's another
longer.
body? Hiding something. I should perhaps conduct my own search, for instance. Well, obviously.
I
why
need a
are you
moment.
trusting anything he says? They pronounced Van as Van? How should it be pronounced? Do you not pronounce it Van? Oh. Maybe he's been breaking the doors down. Abandoned box. Why is the saint carving in here? Are we just gonna ask him? It's like the only thing out of place. Hey.
There is no use.
Oh.
I need a moment.
Wait, we need to do maybe a connection. We have to link the fact that there's something detached. Secrets in the room because this is in here.
Some would say a lucky guess.
Lovely. Explained Archibald's presence. Secret room accessible within the storage room. Which has items hidden related to the murder. We've made 150 deductions. Isn't that exciting? Must have hidden items in the secret room. I presume this exists within here somewhere. Inspect the storeroom. It's behind here. Poirot, I can see the floor. Don't talk to Archibald again. Does he not see that on the floor? Poirot, please. There we go. We're gonna find the murder weapon. Oh, we visited all locations in the game. It's happening. We're finishing this. Military knife. Prestigious looking knife, likely belonging to the Major. Is it covered in blood though? Oh, there's a letter. Last will and testament of the late Viscount. It seems he truly loved Angeline. Last will and testament. Declaration. I declare that I, Viscount Edward Vanderstappen, Verstappen, am of sound mind. This last will expresses my wishes without undue influence or duress. In the event of my death, I hereby appoint my wife, Cassandra, as the executor of the Vandenbosch estate. And, see, I just said Van. Murder! I leave the remaining wealth held in the Vandenbosch name to my only daughter, Angeline Vandenbosch. Any outstanding debts, expenses of my last illness, funeral expenses, and administration costs are to be paid from the account at the National Bank of Belgium. To my daughter Angeline, you're the apple of my eye and the brightest star in the sky. She's not your kid. Never allow your light to fade for even a moment. To my wife Cassandra, thank you for the many joyous years. We've laughed, we've loved, and we've brought the most precious of gifts into this world together. Poor guy. I trust that you'll protect her and prepare her for a future full of opportunity and hope, Viscount Edwin. Well. Oh, expensive lighter. Oh boy, the plot thickens. Unfortunately, been through a war. Come, my little grey selves, I believe we already know something about this mystery. We do. Did Elizabeth just want like a pay rise? Letters and keepsakes. Is that it? Alright, that's it. Oh god, why is it so big? I can't read this font. Okay, the military knife has bloodstains. Oh boy, would you look at that.
What a
Potential
revelation.
murder weapon. Believe it or not. Need to talk to Archibald. There's a rose engraving. Does the lighter also have that on by any chance?
I must take a different approach if...
Something more related or just unrecognized symbol? That has a rose on it. Oh, sorry, the major's lighter was in the garden.
Another success.
That's the lighter. That's the
never
lighter
doubted.
bubble. Must belong to the major. The army symbol all but confirms this. But don't I already have this in my possession? Maybe he has two. Where's my bubble gone? Connect these two.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
The lighter I found in the military box is certainly the major's, meaning the other one is not. Talk to Archibald. Archibald, could you just stop lying? The police can't even get here for a few days because of the snow. You'll be fine. You have a chance to run. I inspected the garden. I found a lighter that I thought belonged to the major.
He always had his regiment lighter that he received in the war on his person.
And yet, it was not his regiment emblem that was engraved on it.
My father's. It must have fallen out of my pocket. You still have it,
Not
Detective.
for you.
Monsieur,
Mine now.
you have stashed evidence, manipulated a crime scene, obscured my investigation, and yet it is a lighter that you worry about most?
Yeah.
If it
He
is
loves
my
that lighter.
path to end up behind bars for what I have done, so be it. It is Elizabeth that you cannot allow to be locked up without the truth being told.
She murdered someone.
I have heard how you fought for that young maid before. Florette, is it? I only ask that you do the same for Elizabeth.
Though the cases differ greatly in severity, I can envision the similarities. Yeah, but did she do it in self-defense, or are they suggesting that someone put her up to kill him? Must be given the chance to prove her innocence before the courts as any other suspect.
You found it.
Yeah.
Even the secret area that has been created here is not concealed enough to stop
He's so
Detective
cocky
Hercule
considering
Poirot.
how long it took him to get to the bottom of this case. Tarami, you did this to
couldn't
me.
just leave it at the scene
This
for
was all
to
you.
find.
The Major was killed by his own knife. The knife that protected his life during the war would eventually be the one that ended it.
It was in his holster when he attacked her. He had hold of her arm. What else was she meant to use to get him off of her?
I just want to confirm that no one actually put Elizabeth up to this murder. And it was self-defense, and I will fight that all the way home.
She didn't plan any of it, Detective. She was only defending herself.
We do
That is
think
what
the Major
Mademoiselle
was
told
scum, so...
She did, and I believe her. You think you knew the Major, but you had no idea. He was a
Oh,
monster
no.
and had
No,
more
I knew he was a
secrets
monster.
than all of us combined.
That may
Absolutely
be true,
knew that.
but that does not excuse what she has done.
Put yourself in her shoes for a minute. If a man like that had attacked me the way he did Lizzie, I would have done a lot worse to him.
Also, though, here's a random question. Did we not say that the stab wound didn't kill him? Because it was a small one and there wasn't blood everywhere? I feel like we said that at the start of this. So that wasn't... That's not how he died, though. Right? Struggle to believe that she would make such a story up, but then also do not believe she could do such a thing as commit murder.
I need a moment.
Because the stab didn't kill him. It's not even going to be that deep, is it? The well-used one.
I must take a different approach.
Maybe we're not talking about the lighter anymore. We probably don't need to be. Oh god, all of these. I don't even know if these are... Are any of these relevant to each other? See, these are too far away and too confusing. It's not going to be that deep. Okay, that's alright then. I'm sure they said that at one point though. They were like, oh, it's such a tiny little stab wound. Archibald was in the garden.
Is there something?
I'm more than happy to just spam the mind map until it tells
I
me.
cannot see the logic in.
That's fine. Oh, it was these two? Okay.
The pieces of the puzzle are
Great.
finally coming together.
Maybe it was just something they mentioned at the start with like, because I think he said when he picked up the fire poker, he was like, a little cut like that wouldn't have been enough or something to kill him. And again, there was no blood on the floor. But I guess they had time to clean this up because they were distracting me with the phone calls and everything else. The only thing I found was Archibald's lighter. He must have collected something else. What else did Archibald collect from the garden? The weapon?
I should not be surprised by my...
Oh my gosh. I'm surprised in myself for that one. Talk to Archibald. Hey. But he didn't think to clean the blood off.
Anymore.
He just left it covered in blood, sure.
When you asked me yesterday about seeing someone out there, I thought the game was up.
That does not explain what you were doing out there.
When Lizzie took me to the study, the knife was still in the Major's chest, and I knew I had to get rid of it. I dropped it out of the window,
God, imagine if they
knowing no
had.
one would be going outside.
Hot fuzz
It was
moment.
fine for the time being, but I couldn't risk it being found when the snow melted.
So you collected it under the cover of darkness and stowed it away in here where you thought no one
But
would
why
find
wouldn't
it.
he clean it?
After your questioning in the pantry, I knew you were onto something, and I couldn't leave it here.
And where did you plan on moving it to?
Honestly, I don't know.
Great. Great. They're really good at plotting these things, aren't they? Collecting the item and hiding it to save Elizabeth. He really wants to protect her from the law. It's done. Now what? Our little grey cells have nothing. They have nothing. Do we just leave?
There is no use.
Oh, yeah, one last question. Why?
Why what? Why I would risk everything to help Lizzie?
Yeah.
Exactement.
Because she is family. If you were in that position,
Secret
you would
kid.
do the same.
Secret kid? Secret kid. Secret kid.
I can assure you, monsieur, that
No,
I would
hypothetical family. I get it.
Then perhaps that says something about you, detective. I would do anything for her. For any of my staff.
not. Even if it means crossing the boundaries of the law.
Without question.
Admirable, but when those links break the very laws that are in place. Okay. Now ask that once your morning duties for the ladies of the house are complete, Rohanna and yourself wait in the staff quarters.
Aye, detective. But please, you have to help Lily.
Yes, I know.
If she is put behind bars, it is because that is what the cop...
Exactly.
Detective, you can't be so cruel.
I'm just the detective.
It is not
I
cruelty,
can't make
monsieur.
these decisions.
It is the law.
Gosh. Should we talk to Cassandra about this? Is he gonna have a sleep again? Have to allow the little grey cells to put them together. Okay, I thought he was gonna have another little nap, but sure. Now, are we just finishing the... Oh, I thought we were gonna finish the mega mind map. But no, we're gonna finish this other mind map, which I don't recall existing. Okay. Determining why. Well, apparently it's self-defense. So should we not be looking at why we think the Major would have attacked Elizabeth in the first place? Can we not go speak to Elizabeth still at this point? Are we ever going to actually get to just interview Elizabeth, or no? Because now that Sterling knows that, like, we know, can we not just go and talk to her? That would be kind of useful. Okay, we know these two.
This will not get me any closer to...
Wait, hang on. These are so far away from each other, trying to connect these. What?
Order and method.
What? They're too far away. My brain can't comprehend what's needing to connect. Oh.
I must
Okay,
act on thought.
They were both money related, so I thought they would be. Oh, so that's what that was his blackmail. I feel like.
I never doubted
Hang on.
myself.
When I click enough bubbles, it just starts to flash the bubbles at me, so I can then just
Magnifique.
do that. I kind of wish there was just a hint button instead of me just needing to get all the bubbles wrong. I feel like that would make more sense. The Major's desperate for a well-paid job. And Ernesto paid well
Lucky guess.
for the support. What could he do to ensure the job would be complete? Well, I mean, he just killed everyone. He attacked.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of...
Yes. What were the consequences of the Major ordering the first attack? Luke died at the factory. Who would have been the most affected by this? I mean, kind of Rohanna being the sister, but also his wife.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally...
Yes. Elizabeth has probably lost more than anyone else involved. She may have sought her revenge. May have. Elizabeth doesn't seem like the vengeful type, but all signs are pointing to her seeking revenge for her beloved Luke. Can we just talk to her, please? Can we go and interview her? Must be at my best and my little grey cells at their most alert. Did you hear that, guys? My little grey cells. What if I just made the redeem be? The points just be little grey cells. No time to wallow in my lack of... You slept again? He can't... Why does he just keep sleeping every night? You could have done all of this in one night.
You're awake.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Elizabeth's gonna have run away.
It has certainly
I'm telling
not
you
been
now.
a night of peaceful sleep.
Please, detective. I'm not sure I can take any more surprises like last night.
I'm afraid this may be the most upsetting of them all.
You have found Felix's
Take the
care,
word
haven't you?
genius off. Just very very sleepy.
I have. And the guilty party will certainly come as a shock.
We haven't spoken to her yet, though.
Detective, please.
I feel like we still should interview
It
her
was
to just
Mademoiselle
confirm this.
Elizabeth that was behind the Major's death.
Because what if Sterling was just finding a way of being like, oh, but I feel bad for Elizabeth. But what if it was Sterling the whole time?
You must be mistaken. Elizabeth would not... could not do such a thing.
Well, it was
I
Elizabeth,
assure
but
you
I'm
I
just
am
annoyed.
not. It is something I spent much of last night deliberating. When you spoke of the telephone lines being out of order, it made me question the conversation I thought I had heard Monsieur Sterling make with the Major before connecting the call to him.
But it hasn't been working all weekend.
Exactement, mademoiselle.
Yes, yes,
That is
that's when I knew. Met with Elizabeth on my way to talk to Sterling
She
and
was meant to
Rahana.
be resting in the staff quarters. She has not been well.
I am afraid that was yet another lie, orchestrated to keep her from incriminating herself.
Why would you think that, Detective?
I only managed
we
a
have to
few
justify
words
this
with
all?
her before we were quite abruptly interrupted by Monsieur Sterling.
Should we not go and arrest the murderer?
I
The
must
murderer
admit,
that's downstairs?
He has a habit of speaking over the other staff.
It was much more than merely disturbing our conversation. It was done with the intention to prevent Mademoiselle saying something that she should not.
So, Elizabeth killed Felix, and then Archibald
And
helped her.
Rahana.
In its simplest form, oui. I have heard it directly from the horse's mouth.
You have spoken with Elizabeth already?
No.
Not Elizabeth, but Monsieur Sterling.
Were you not woken last night by the tremendous amount of noise from upstairs?
I wasn't. What were you doing in there, Detective?
It was Monsieur Sterling.
But guess
that I
what? There's
found
a
in there.
secret room in your
I was
house.
taken by some surprise to hear anyone awake at that hour.
What on earth was he doing?
Just
He
hiding a murder
claimed
weapon,
he
all the
was
normal
merely
stuff. You know.
reminiscing of his time with the family.
Honestly. I
You
just
don't believe him.
I just can't believe
It
like
did not
I
take
could
long
not
for me
believe
to uncover the truth of why he was there. And
some of
the
Sherlock's
location
methods
of the
for
Major's
coming up with
murder
stuff.
weapon.
He seemed to not like come to any valid conclusions. He'd look at one thing and he goes pointing fingers at people and gets it right. Poirot does the opposite and he meticulously dissects everything and just takes power naps and still doesn't get to the solution until it's like it's too late.
An area?
She could have already run away. You
a
know?
room that held all of the Major's secrets.
I had
And
no
he's had
idea.
there's been no puzzles.
Did you discover the
you know?
reason for his blackmail?
I like getting the puzzles.
I did. Were you aware he was dishonorably discharged from the army?
Dishonorably? What does that mean?
Oh, Angeline. Oh, Angeline. You know of Zach's troubles from his
Yes,
time in the war.
Gideon told me about the conversation you had. It is really quite upsetting.
Zachariah was adamant of the Major's cruelty during the war, but the extent was not known until now. He killed a number of prisoners, men that were friends of Zachariah.
Surely not. He would not do such a thing. They must have been trying to
Oh,
escape.
Angeline.
I am afraid not. They were in fact unarmed.
I know, really lucky. Really lucky. Hi, Bert.
Oh, Detective.
Poirot's finally come to some conclusions. For real.
It is the reason he
Literally.
was discharged, denied his military pension, and I believe the reason he fled England.
The snow even was going like just beyond Poirot's ankles. If someone really wanted to leave, like if Sterling mentioned to Elizabeth that we knew what was happening, she could be gone. Like the snow is not, you know, up to their waists.
He had been such
It's
an
just like
important
it's just
part
been
of my
heavily
life for so
snowing
long.
and there's no
But
phones.
I
But
feel
that's
like
it.
I hardly knew him.
Sterling was adamant of Elizabeth's innocence.
Innocence? You said it was she that killed him.
I did.
It was her hand that held the knife, but he was quite insistent it happened in self-defense.
You know how we could work this out if we went and talked to
In
Elizabeth?
all of the years I have known her, she has barely even raised her voice. I cannot believe she would do something like that out of malice.
The whole truth cannot be known until Mademoiselle Elizabeth has told
Yeah.
her story.
Yeah, she is. I allowed my perception of her character to conceal any thought of her involvement. It seems I'm not the only one. Alright,
Will
we're
you
gonna
allow
go talk
me
to
to
her.
be present?
But yeah, it's like, it's been very much said she did it by someone that's seemingly trying to help her. So it's
I think that
suggesting
is
it's
an
100%
excellent
her,
idea.
but the question is if
I
it's
hope your
self-defense
presence
or
will
not
calm her
self-defense, I think.
And will perhaps allow her to speak more freely.
Please, Detective, I know she has done a terrible thing, but I beg of you to
I'm a detective, that's my job. Just let me talk to her.
Mademoiselle Elizabeth the fair trial that she deserves.
Thank you.
Thank you, detective.
Would you bring Mademoiselle Elizabeth to the study?
Of course.
Ooh. Have we been to the study? Yeah. But so, we did just, you know, have a whole thing of why on earth did he not talk to any staff members until literally the last chapter? But you know, that's just how a Proro operates. He eliminates people before going to the first person that found the body. Great. Great. Sterling has already told me about the events that occurred between Elizabeth and the Major. Do not believe she would have had to do what she did if he had not attacked her and pushed her to the point where she feared for her life. Must listen to her story, the truth, and only then can her punishment be determined. See you later, Jason! Thank you. Secret streams. But I'll see you all next week. It works very poorly for the timings.
Mademoiselle
she didn't run
Elizabeth,
away. She's still here.
Merci for joining us.
Miss
Surprising.
Angeline said you requested to see me urgently.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah,
some
did-
serious matters to discuss, and I would like to waste no further time.
Oh, yes, Detective.
How are you feeling?
Still not quite myself.
I was surprised when Monsieur Sterling hurried you to assist Madame Vandenbosch last night.
I should not have avoided my duties for so long. The house does not stop because I'm feeling a little under the weather.
Yeah, but they're understaffed, and that's not your problem, Elizabeth. You can have sick days.
That is true, but you cannot be expected to complete all your tasks if you are not in the right frame of mind.
Exactly.
Honestly, Detective, it was best for me to not sit and wallow anymore.
Luke was on the front line.
Yes, that is where he spent his last moments. Standing shoulder to shoulder with his fellow workers.
The resulting riots were a terrible tragedy, one that I hope we will not have to see or experience again. Something that could have been avoided had the Major and his team done what was required of them.
Nobody deserved to die that day. Not my Luke.
He's gonna go into the longest monologue ever of just what he's discovered this
Have you been
weekend.
able to uncover who the blackmailer is?
I have, yes.
The blackmailer's identity has been established, and they will pay the price for their crimes.
Wonderful news, Detective. You can put it all
Sounding very
behind you now.
chipper.
You must be thrilled.
She's forgotten there was a murder completely.
I would not say thrilled, knowing that such a close friend has betrayed us.
Angeline, you're not supposed to tell her.
Mademoiselle is correct. What I have learned over this weekend is that people are not always as they appear. While they...
And, what of the Major's killer?
Oh, you do remember.
Well,
Okay.
Mademoiselle, that is why I have asked you here now.
I posed the question to all of the guests what their thoughts on the Major were. Now I extend that question to
I'm
you.
not quite sure what you want me to say, Detective.
I don't want you to say anything.
Your honest opinion is all I ask, and, s'il te plaît, do not hold back. No one else felt it necessary.
We only spoke when there was something in the house to be done. We did not speak of interests or pastimes.
You knew of his work with Monsieur de Silva?
I only know what is required of me to know, and that is very little.
I don't know if I
But you
trust
were
her.
aware of his work as security at Monsieur de
I
Silva's
don't know if I
factory.
trust her. I don't know.
I was.
The factory your beloved Luke worked at before he was cruelly taken from this world.
Yes, Detective.
Do you blame the Major?
Detective? What kind of question is that?
It is a straightforward one.
He...
Mademoiselle, if there is something you wish to tell me, now is that time.
I'm sorry, Detective. I just don't know how to answer it.
Let us consider what we know of the Major. He fronted the militia that attacked the workers at the strike. You were aware of this? You finally had someone to blame for Luke's death. Someone conveniently located in
She's
the
gonna
same
snap.
house,
She's gonna go
alone in
wild.
his study.
Yes.
No, Detective. It wasn't like that.
Tell me what happened with the Major on the evening of his death.
I was only in here trying to prove what I heard Mr. Beckers say. I was going to report him, I swear. Miss Angeline, you believe me, don't you?
Did you stab him or not stab him?
I want to. I am still trying to understand it all myself. Why don't you start from the beginning?
I was delivering Miss Angeline's dress to her room when I heard Mr. Beckers arguing with the Major in his study. They were ever so loud. I thought the whole house would have been listening to what they were saying.
We were having dinner.
Mr. Beckers was talking about the
Actually?
factory strikes and how it was the Major's fault. He told him that if he didn't own up to his crimes, he would go to the newspapers.
I cannot imagine the Major would have taken kindly to Monsieur Becker's threat.
He didn't. He called him some rather uncouth names before Mr. Becker's left and went downstairs. I made sure to keep out of sight. After the altercation between the Major and Master Gideon, you went to speak with him outside, and I thought I could look around his study without anyone knowing. I had to know for sure. If it was true, he deserved to be held accountable.
And did you find the proof you are looking for?
I found a payment from Mr. De Silva, but there was nothing incriminating about that. I was so nervous. I felt like my heart was beating out of my chest.
And then you saw the blackmail note.
I recognized the writing on the envelope. I couldn't believe it. How could he do such a thing to Angeline? To the family that had taken him in?
Why does she sound like she's doubling up her voice again? When she yells, she gets double upped. Victor loved threats.
Common sense would determine the Major was
He loved
another
the
victim
drama
of the
of it all.
blackmailer.
If I'd have used common sense, I wouldn't have been snooping around alone in his study in the first place. I heard the footsteps
Ooh.
fall, and before I could move, the Major was standing in front of me, demanding to know why I was going through his belongings without permission. I tried to come up with an excuse, but nothing came out, and when he saw the letter in my hand, it was like Dr. Jekyll turning into Mr. Hyde. I tried to move around him towards the door, but he hurled something towards me, and it crashed against the wall.
Valid. No, that makes sense, because there is a hole in the wall.
That would explain the damage to the wall.
Yeah. Which we never discussed.
I have never been so scared in all my life. I thought he was going to kill me there and then.
And you
So
thought you would
loud.
beat him to it.
Oh, Detective, you make it sound as though I had it all planned. He lunged forward and grabbed me by the arm. I tried to push him away, but he was too strong. His grip just got tighter and tighter. If only you had seen the look in his eyes, I dared not even scream. I saw the sheath on his belt. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't want to hurt him, but he wouldn't let go of me.
So you took your opportunity to
I
put an
like, I
end
can
to it
feel
all.
the rage through the screen.
I just wanted to get him off me. I didn't want to hurt him. I reached for it and I jabbed it at him. His
That's
grip
the
instantly
one
loosened
thing
and I
you're
ran straight out
told
the door
not
and
to
didn't
do,
look back.
Elizabeth. Come on. What did you expect?
You did not even look to see what state you had left him in?
So was that blood or is that ice?
She had just been attacked, Detective.
Oui, please. Continue.
I ran down to the pantry looking for Rahana. She took one look at me and knew something was wrong.
Also, if she wanted to snoop, why wouldn't she just snoop when they were all having dinner? Instead of, like, you know, then?
I explained to her what had happened and she went to find Archie. She said he would know what to do. We went back to the study and he was still lying there, motionless.
Guess he did
Archie
stab
said
him,
that
huh?
no one would believe me. That if someone like me killed someone like him, I would be sent straight to the gallows. He left the letter so you would find it. He said that if people knew what the Major was really like, then they wouldn't care what happened to him.
So I am to believe that it was Monsieur Sterling and Mademoiselle Rihanna that cleaned the scene and orchestrated a plan that included a fake telephone call and dressing as the Major so that he may be seen. You had nothing to do with that.
I swear I had no idea that is what they had done. Archie just told me to stay out of sight. I am no master criminal.
Then Monsieur Sterling and Mademoiselle Rihanna will be charged for obstruction of justice and impeding my investigation.
I know.
Please, Detective, they were only trying to help me.
If they wished to help you, they should have brought all of this to my attention immediately instead of committing more illegal acts.
I am on the front of, like, she was self-defending. But at the same time, Poirot cannot let off, like, all three of them. Because now he knows that they were all involved. So he has to just be like, there's a man that's dead. He did terrible things. You still shouldn't have stabbed him. If it's self-defense, that's not up to Poirot to decide what then happens to Elizabeth. That's jury. That's jury stuff. That's a court thing. And it's the same goes for the other two.
Surely you haven't forgotten what happened with Florette. She was only accused of stealing a bracelet. I killed a man.
Yeah, no, Florette was accused of stealing a bracelet that she didn't steal. You did kill a man. That is a fact.
It is
that
a
you
day
did
I have
kill
not
a man.
forgotten, mademoiselle. Even for a moment.
But it's not up to me what happens.
Without your help, I don't stand a chance.
Is it actually going to make me make a
Please,
choice?
Detective Poirot, you are the only one that can help me.
Oh, Elizabeth, why didn't you come to me?
I didn't think you would believe me. I felt so guilty. And when it was announced yesterday that he was a victim of the blackmailer, I wanted to tell you everything. I came to find you last night, Detective, but Archie stopped me. I'm sorry.
A new conversations. With who? That is correct. Like, it's not... Like, they can keep pleading with me, but my job isn't to decide your fate. My job is to honestly go, hey, there's a man that's dead. He did bad things, but that's how I figure out the motive for why he's dead. And if it was self-defense, okay, it was self-defense. But you still stabbed a man within that occurrence. So it's not up to me. I'm doing my job. Someone else will do their job.
Clearer.
But the Florette thing makes no sense whatsoever. At all. Elizabeth killed the Major in self-defense. I take no joy in declaring Mademoiselle Elizabeth as the killer, and I wish she had never been put in such a position at all. Don't go looking through people's stuff. In that day and age, you can't just be snooping on the hierarchy stuff, you know? What's the new conversation? To just accuse Elizabeth and say she's going to prison?
Oh, yes, Detective.
Are you getting this right? Elizabeth violated her employer's trust. He gets angry over this. She murders him. She claims just cause. She's claiming that she stabbed him in self-defense because, yes, he discovered she was snooping and got mad. And maybe he got too mad about it instead of just, you know, telling her off. He grabbed her and she thought she was going to die. So she stabbed him. However, she still killed a man. So, but she is, I think, kind of just saying it's not her fault that she was snooping.
I don't know where
it's
it
just
is.
like...
If you have been honest with me until now, I ask that you continue.
I'm sorry, I really don't know. Archie dropped it out of the study window and he said he would deal with it. I couldn't bear to touch the thing.
I have the knife in my possession. I believe that from Mademoiselle's reaction, she does not know what became of it. She is unaware of the efforts that Sterling and Rahana went to mask what she had done. Sterling was not lying when he said he would do anything for her.
Please, I was only protecting myself. I didn't want to hurt him.
I can't...
He just wouldn't let me go.
I can't decide anything. I just know you stabbed the guy. Oh, God.
Mademoiselle tells quite the harrowing story.
I cannot imagine the Major acting in such a way.
I can.
But Elizabeth could not make up such a story.
After learning what I have about the Major's character this weekend, I would not question the lengths he would go to in order to keep his secret hidden. I know that you share a close bond with Mademoiselle Elizabeth, but you cannot allow your personal feelings to taint your belief of what took place.
She has committed a terrible crime, but she will live with that for the rest of her life.
I know she's not.
A cold-blooded killer.
All these people going in circles. I'm like, it's not my job to not tell the police this, because then I'm not doing my job.
If what she says of the Major's attack is true, she acted in self-defense.
Yeah.
And in the law's eyes, a crime has not been committed.
But that's not up to me. My job is to say this person did the stabbing.
I will do everything I can to make sure her story is heard
Leslie,
and a fair trial is conducted.
We'll never know. I believe the version of events that Elizabeth has confessed to are true. The Major having fallen into a fit of rage at the prospect of his sordid secrets coming to light, he attacked the young Mademoiselle and drove her to do what she had to do to protect herself. Which I'm also believing, you know? I get it. I'm seeing where this, like, it makes sense, but again, it's not my job. You know? I'm not just gonna say to the police, like, well, and then pin it on someone else, because that's what happened to Florette. They wouldn't want me doing that either, right? The remaining snow may still be some time before they
Mademoiselle,
arrive.
it is time I address the house.
Speech!
Are you sure? What will you say? What if they do not listen?
We're also still sure it wasn't two people,
I
and the
can
guests
assure
were not
you.
involved.
They will.
Elizabeth was right, though. She's just a servant. What if they...
What if they what?
Mademoiselle, when Detective Poirot speaks, they will listen.
I don't even know. There was no murder, it was just the wind.
Would you ask the guests to convene
The
in the
blizzard,
library?
actually.
Of course. And
Nothing we could
I
have
have
done.
told Monsieur Starling to remain in the staff quarters with the others. When the authorities arrive, they shall be dealt with.
Why do you believe he's going to do that? Because he really wants to help
You have
out the
been of
others.
great help to me throughout my investigation. And now that
Everyone's
it is
being
over,
too truthful and like
I have
not
one
wanting to run
final
away from the
request.
crime scene. Yeah.
you only need to ask.
While I am
I don't
speaking
actually
with the
get a
guests
choice
in
in
the
this, do I?
library, would you watch over Mademoiselle Elizabeth in my room?
You don't think she will try and escape, do you?
I'm surprised she hasn't already,
In her
actually,
position,
to
I
be
do not know
honest.
what she might try. But I
Okay,
trust with
there's
you
one chapter
there,
left.
Any potential
Thank God.
ideas of such...
Is it just his speech and an arrest? Ooh. What does that say? I like the really peaceful music started.
Detective, you have spent more time making us sit and wait for you than anything else.
We already
Madame
know
Van
it,
Bosch,
but we
if
need to
you think
hear
I
it
have
from
spent my
Poirot.
time focused on anything besides uncovering the Major's killer,
Do I have to click
you
through
are
or can I just
sorely
chill?
mistaken.
I'm
Okay, sweet.
sure you will be eager to share
just
your
five.
findings with us then.
All in
Oh,
good
Cassandra's
time,
gonna have a
madame.
whale of a time with it being Elizabeth.
Firstly, to understand the truth of what has occurred this weekend, one must know the
gonna
timeline
put my
of events
notebook away
that
as
not
well.
only preceded the
Didn't
Major's
even need
death, but
Shamefully
succeeded.
put it away.
We are all well aware of what happened before, Detective. You can save your breath.
You are only aware of what the guilty parties wanted you to believe. But
Just
now
in case
I
we
shall
didn't get it,
apprise
that's
you
why we
to
have
the
to do
true
this.
Events.
We have to go over it again.
The reason for us all being here, you know.
We need the
The
gasp. I
altercation
need a gasp
between
sound
Monsieur Denier
effect.
and the Major, you know.
I guess pick
The
the best
body of Monsieur
redeem for the
Hagen
drama
was found
noise.
while we were all sat enjoying a most delicious meal. That you also know. But
Respectfully.
what was kept from us all was that his body lay on the study floor for far longer than was thought.
It was that servant. She found him.
S'il te plaît, monsieur.
That's what we should have gone with
It
at the
was
start of
indeed young
this,
Inga that
right?
found the
Thank you,
Major's body
Hugo.
lying lifeless in the study.
So it was her.
Monsieur, I will not allow for any further interruptions.
Is her eyes okay?
I
Or has had a
return to the
rough
Major's
night.
body. If we are to believe the scene that we were presented with, the Major must have been killed during the first course of our meal, a meal that none of you left, even for a moment.
And he didn't go straight to
In
the
the
staff.
evening, you all confirmed one another's alibis, and although there was doubt in the validity of
He
some,
didn't
I confirmed that
go
they were indeed all
to
true.
the staff
What I could not understand
after he
was how
just
a man
said
came
that.
to be found dead,
What do you mean?
and every guest accounted for at the time of death.
I know, right? Sad
That
Daffy. I want
is until I
Hastings.
questioned the latter.
Hastings would have steered us in the right direction
Monsieur
instantly.
Beckers, I shall now allow you to speak. You saw the Major smoking a cigar in the snow. Is that true?
It is.
False. You saw what you were meant to see.
No, you
Someone in
didn't.
the Major's coat, standing outside, giving the illusion that the Major was still very much alive. Monsieur da Silva, on the afternoon of the Major's death, do you recall hearing a telephone ring?
Now that you mention it, I have not heard a single ring all weekend.
Anyone
Correct.
else?
The telephone lines have been down for the duration of our stay, meaning the telephone call that was received and promptly directed to the Major's study was yet another act of trickery and deceit. But it did not end there. When I entered the study for the first time, it was obvious someone had already been there and falsified the scene to stage a burglary and clear away important evidence, including the murder weapon. What followed was an investigation that had already been hindered.
I don't know.
But even those lengths were not enough to
I
derail
really
me
don't
for
know.
long.
I think we
It's
have
not a
all
twist
had
I
enough
thought
of
was
your
coming.
Self-praise, Detective. Perhaps
It's a
you would
weird
like to
way-
tell
it's a
us who
weird way to
killed him
go.
now?
Madame, as I'm sure you would expect, it is not as simple as that. What many of you do not know is the discussion that was had between the Major and Monsieur Beckers earlier that day.
What has that got to do with anything? I told
Oh,
you
he's
I
getting
didn't
mad.
kill him.
He's getting mad again. Pro,
That
why
I
would
know
you
to
bring
be
some?
true.
We
What
didn't need
you do
Hugo
not
to
know
yell.
is that
Inside
it
voice,
was not
please.
only his ears that heard your spoken words.
I hope you are not implying I had something to do with it.
No, madame,
Imagine.
There was another. Mademoiselle Elizabeth.
No, he
You are
didn't.
all aware
You
that
don't have
the
to say
Major
sorry for
was
swearing in
hired
this
by
chat.
Monsieur
You
de
swear as
Silva
much as
to
you like in
front
this
the
chat.
security during the workers' strikes.
I may be, you know,
What
maybe
very
we
few
don't
of
use
you
the
know
C word in this chat,
is that
but
it was the
you go for
Major's
it.
order
I am
that
with you. I
instigated
am with
the
you on
vicious
this one.
attacks on those unarmed men and resulted in numerous deaths, including Mademoiselle Elizabeth's fiancé,
Because
Luc.
genuinely, I've
Monsieur
played
Beckers confronted the
not really
Major,
8 chapters of this
declaring that
game,
he
and
was
he
to
didn't
hand
have a clue
himself
what was
in.
happening until the end of chapter 6
Is
and the
what
start of chapter
Mademoiselle
7.
Elizabeth overheard.
And that's far too
Now,
late for
knowing
the
the truth,
great Hercule
She
Poirot,
waited
in my
until the
opinion.
Major was away from his study.
Yeah.
After he stepped outside following the confrontation
Exactly.
with Monsieur Demir's fist,
Why did
it
he not
looked to be
interview the
perfect
staff
opportunity.
when the staff
Or
weren't
so
at
she
the dinner?
thought.
You interview
The
who
Major
found the body
returned
first.
and found her looking for the proof she required to hand him over to the authorities.
Maybe it's because he was
The
young.
maid bumped
It's
him
young
off. Why
Poirot.
hasn't she been arrested?
Thank you, Jackie.
The events that followed in the study are not those of a cold-blooded murder, but one of a young girl that had no other option but to protect her own life.
And the snow's really thick, so
Sounds
the
to me,
police can't get
detective,
here.
like you have taken a shine to this young girl and would
Jackie,
rather
the police
arrest her
can't get here
innocence
right
than
now.
Arrest her for murder, the crime she has committed.
Jeez, this is gonna make for a juicy story.
Can someone call Jackie?
Mademoiselle, I ask you this.
Not now.
You have seen the Major's anger before, oui?
What if I have?
How do you think he would have reacted if someone was to find proof that he had committed a terrible act, and that if made public, would surely result in his incarceration? Exactly.
First time not saying
It is
anything.
quite the story you have told, Detective. But all I have heard is that Elizabeth overheard a conversation blaming
I don't have
the
a booing
Major
noise.
for her
You'd be spamming the
fiancé's
booing
death,
noise.
and she murdered him in revenge. A servant killing a man that is as revered as he was. She will face the noose.
I am not denying that a man has lost his life.
Exactly.
But it is not the crime of murder that you all believe. While the Major
We
did
don't
not deserve
think.
to die in such a way, it was his actions towards Mademoiselle Elizabeth that drove her to defend herself in
He
any
had
way she
secrets and he was a bad man.
could. Mademoiselle Elizabeth
So he
will
was
be
murdered.
punished, but we will let the law decide the severity of her punishment.
She
Exactly.
has played you like a fiddle, Detective.
I'm still arresting
Acting
her.
the innocent victim. She will be arrested and hanged
Yeah.
for her crime, like every other cold-blooded
I mean,
killer.
it's not up to decide if
here,
she gets
here.
hanged or not.
Give her
Ernesto,
what she
please.
deserves.
The girl has got to pay for what she's done.
Like, they all have forgotten their own perceptions of the Major, the terrible crimes he's committed, and what he has done to them all in one way or another. But she still killed him. So that doesn't matter. He did crimes and he was a bad person. But you still just can't kill someone. No. They don't realize it's not my job to decide the fate of her. I'm still gonna get her arrested, but the police can't get to the house right now. I'm still in my mind, we're still arresting her. Is that suggesting that Poirot is suggesting we don't arrest her? Because that's not true. Yeah, that would make more sense. And again, to me, even if this is still just a one-off, was caught doing silly things, and then, you know, got attacked by a guy, by all means fight them off. But if you end up accidentally killing them, you're still going to be held accountable for that, in any way. So she'll be arrested, but it's not up to me to decide if it was actually self-defense or not. We found her evidence. I have to help them see how their past actions have led to these unfortunate circumstances and losses of life. We don't have to do that. Perhaps I should remind them all of their participation in not only the workers' strike, but the resulting riots.
Those of you that are calling for the hanging of Mademoiselle Elizabeth, have you forgotten the roles you played? Your actions have been far from innocent.
You know how he was saying that thing about, like, try and keep your personal feelings out of this? I don't think he's doing that very well.
Look, Detective, I see where you are going
Oh,
with
we have to
this,
break
but
down
it's
her
not going
shield.
to work. So maybe the strikes were down to De Silva and Beckers. But don't try and drag me into their mistakes.
Mademoiselle Conrad, if you are so confident of your
Oh
innocence,
god, do we have to break down
perhaps
all of
we
their
should begin with
shields?
you.
I thought we were going to have a monologue and it was going to be done with. Strong-minded, a more aggressive approach. You would do almost anything for a headline.
You don't need to imply it's only me that does. Ask any of my journalists, they'll say the same.
Even if in the process people are hurt? You knew the situation surrounding
The music is pumping up
strikes
in the background.
and only sought to swell the anger in people and create further chaos.
Oh, she's
Mademoiselle,
speechless.
You so often have something to say. Now is not the time for silence.
Yeah, exactly.
You really are delusional.
Maybe
you
he's
should
just
keep
wasting
your
time
theories
because
and
they
claims to
can't get the
yourself.
police here right now. So he's like, I just have to keep fluffing this around, you know? Be forceful. You used others for your own agenda.
You obviously have no idea what goes on in my world. I would say stick to honest police work.
Huh?
But it seems that it's not in your field
She
either.
got us there, though. Should we do disgust or frustrated? Let's do you've allowed others to fall.
Look,
Yeah.
It's...
Mademoiselle, I do not have
It's
time
what?
for your excuses. Do you wish to state your direct involvement, or should I?
It's not... Okay, fine. Yes, the story was going nowhere. There was a deal on the table.
Does
and
he
it was
just want to
going
hope
be
he
done
can,
and
like,
dusted.
arrest another person?
Everything you said is true. I wanted the story. The scoop that would have blown the others out of the water. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. But I can see what I did wasn't right.
I'm making them all see the light, one by one.
I can see now why Angeline asked for you personally. You're not like other cops.
I didn't need the
It's
mind
clear
maps,
it's
and the
law
game
and
didn't
doing
like
the
that.
right thing through and through with you.
We can't just forget what that girl has done. It's not Jackie's fault or
See, I feel
any
like
of
I wasn't
ours
looking at the
that
staff
she
because the
decided
game
to do
said
what
to
she
me,
did.
hey, the staff don't matter. It's only, it's between the guests. So up until they even let me talk to the staff, I went, okay, it's Margs. And maybe Ernesto.
Monsieur Beckers,
Margs was
you
blackmailing.
are the last person I expected.
But the
to
minute they
defend
let the
Mademoiselle
staff in,
Conrad.
yeah, it makes sense it was one of the staff. Which is why they did let the staff in until chapter 7.
We talked only last night, and correct me if I am wrong, but you have already declared the role you played.
Yes, we talked.
Oh god, we are just breaking
It's
down
just not
all
fair
of the
of you to attack
shields.
Jackie like that, putting words in her mouth and...
I know enough Beckers to know that pushing him will not yield the results. Yeah, we have to be empathetic with Hugo, don't we?
This is ridiculous. It was a peaceful strike.
Was that not the right one
We
to
only
do?
wanted what was
I
deserved.
don't know.
Surely you do not think I sought to worsen the situation?
Maybe.
Monsieur Beckers, you have taken the world.
Jackie was documenting everything to do with the strikes. She wanted our story to be heard, and
And they were handled by yourself?
naturally, if I cannot handle simple negotiations, I am not fit to be in the position I am in.
Okay. I thought we didn't want to be forceful. Should I be sarcastic?
I was
Yes.
only pushing for what my men deserved, what they needed.
Okay.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing, Detective. Surely you must know that. Nothing is ever simple, Detective. I'm sure you understand that better than anyone.
Neutral. You fought for those that do not have a voice.
You're right, Detective. I have
Surely
tried
you will
so
not
hard to
let
deny my
another-
part, but I know only too well that my decisions led to the death of those men. I know I cannot excuse what I've done. I just want you all to know that I am not a hateful or malicious man. I only wanted to prove that I was the right man.
Okay.
I have...
Okay.
Monsieur Da Silva offered me a deal and I turned it down.
I know.
I thought I was doing right by the workers. But it was only myself I was thinking about.
Yeah, we're all
What
turning them
more
into
proof
better
do you
people.
need? He said it himself.
Why
I made
is-
a generous offer to reach a resolution, and he turned his nose up at it.
Why are you so loud?
It was not that simple, though.
I have to skip all the
An
Nestos.
offer
He's
was
so,
made.
he's
But
so
Monsieur
loud.
Beckers and the workers would never have been forced into that position
That's
had
his
their
calm
working
voice.
conditions been
Hi, HP.
satisfactory to begin with.
That was like Elizabeth's like sad yelling loudness.
This is outrageous! Do you plan on blaming everyone for doing their jobs?
Apparently,
I
yeah.
suppose it makes you feel better about yourself, doesn't it?
You can feel the spit coming. You can feel the spit coming through. As Lady Silver eventually opened up, he was defensive when we discussed the matters of his blackmail, and that was a private conversation behind closed doors. Cannot imagine he'll be forthcoming in front of other guests. He's going to need some convincing to admit his faults again. Be direct. If you were simply doing your job and treating your men fairly, there would not be a strike to talk about.
It may be a big deal to you, but I am used to work as not being happy
roll
with
to the other
something.
side of my room to avoid the spit
And most
coming
of
from
the
Anesta.
time, that unhappiness is directed at me. When you're in charge of your own factory, you'll understand.
If you had a
I
business you
handled
were
the
proud about.
situation the best I could.
Okay.
If you think otherwise, maybe you have proved us all right that
I'll
you
go buy a
aren't the
factory.
great detective you claim to be.
I can just feel the spit. I just said he'd need some convincing. Should I be proud of him?
I'm the next target, am I?
Don't be proud.
You are certainly not
Enjoy
making
your
any
luck.
friends here, detective.
Have fun doing house things. Sorry,
can
I didn't
almost-
realize. Okay,
Monsieur
look.
da Silva,
Do you really think this is the first time blame
Look
has
at Hugo
fallen at
just
my feet?
in distaste in the
Although
background.
I don't think I've seen someone try so hard before to even convince themselves of what they are saying.
have you not learnt enough already from having your factories closed? If you have any hope to return to normality, you must admit your faults and accept the repercussions.
Is that not what Elizabeth should do? Because she killed a man?
Apparently anyone can become a detective now. I really don't know how you gained your title.
Honestly, same.
Through
It's taken
order
us so long to get to this point.
Order? There's no order in beating down who you consider suspects until they have no other option but to admit something, guilty or not.
Monsieur da Silva, you have stood steadfast, and your opinion on your involvement has not wavered.
Detective, you would do well not to anger my friend.
Please just go and arrest my maid.
It was not my intention. I only
Do I
want
have to
those
go through that whole
responsible
thing
to be
again with
held
Anesta?
accountable for their actions. Does your position on Mademoiselle Elizabeth's guilt remain the same?
Even after all
Oh,
your
God.
attempts, Detective, Felix was still
I've been
mad.
told-
Self-defense or not, she chose to hide what
Great
she had
question.
done
What are we
because
doing
she
right
knew
now?
What she had done was wrong, and she will be punished for it.
Yeah, that's what we should be doing. But we want to gain the approval of everyone in this room to help Proro himself justify that he can arrest this lady. No. He just wants them all to see that maybe the Major wasn't as good of a guy as they think he was. Because seemingly they're all forgetting about the crimes and the things he did or the things they've done. So he's trying to make them see the light that they're not all the best people either. When really, we solved the murder already.
It was not
And yes,
choice
we
to
should
hide
just
anything,
arrest
madame.
Elizabeth.
If in her position, I ask, what would you have done? The Major has already furiously thrown an object at you, barely missing your head, and now has hold of your arm.
I wouldn't have driven a knife into him, that I can tell you.
She
for
probably
sure.
wouldn't have snooped through his stuff.
She is no fool. She intended to kill, not to defend.
Alright, if I'm to sway her into seeing that Mademoiselle Elizabeth had no other option... I must persuade her that it was the Major's action that drove her to do what she did. His violent temper cannot come as a surprise.
Quite presumptuous of you to assume violence is in his nature.
Putting my
I
own
don't know, he
feelings
killed
towards
people.
the Major aside, he was not an honorable man, at least at some time in his life. He must have been for you to allow him in your house for so many years.
Oh, oh, shame.
So,
Shame.
even you confirm he had a history of aggression.
Yeah. Exactly. We're going with it, and we're going with what she said, but it's now, yeah. Again, just give it to the police, right? Yeah. Unless she does say that there might have been something about his aggression. But it's still... I don't remember if there was actually like anything properly documented with Cassandra about it. There may have been something, but it wasn't prominently mentioned often enough to suggest it would play a major part in the whole Elizabeth thing. Are you aware of why?
I'm sure that is none of my business.
The Major shot and killed a number of unarmed prisoners as they were bound and terrified, posing no threat. His actions are unforgivable and should not be defended by anyone.
You judge him so harshly, but I return the question. What would you have done in his position?
I mean, not shot them all.
He had made mistakes. I will not deny that. In those moments when a decision had to be made, it fell to him,
I see.
And he did
Yeah,
what
I don't know.
he saw fit.
Oh, yeah, no, we don't. It's just a one-on-one, and again, it's like the jury will just have to decide on how the things were, you know? Why do you need to give me so many of these? We'll keep bringing her into this. I think that's the best way.
I ask that you consider everything you know of the Major carefully.
I think it would have been better to be cutscene and done. I don't need them all to see the light, you know?
The man that I called a friend would never have done what he has.
But he wasn't your friend.
I cannot allow another innocent
He was
person
Angeline's
to be
father!
punished for his vicious and barbarous behavior.
You have seen the Major act in a similar manner as I described before, haven't you? What was the outcome then?
You have convinced me that I am wrong, in both my opinion on Elizabeth's punishment and in the friendships I keep. Is that not enough for you?
Not when a potential crime has been committed, and I fear an innocent party may have been punished for it.
It's not our
He was
decision.
just a boy. I told him to stop, but he was like a wild animal.
The confrontation with Mademoiselle Elizabeth was not the first time he has come close to killing another.
It was
Well, he
following
has
the
killed
officer's
another.
Ball. A young man, no older than 16, stopped us on the street, begging for some change. Felix pushed him away, but he was persistent. He only wanted a few coins. Like a flash, Felix snapped and wouldn't let go of him. He would not stop punching him. I have never seen anything so brutal.
Why did you let him live in your
But
house
he was
then?
never charged for the attack.
Felix called the captain at the station and said that the boy had tried to rob him, and he was merely defending
Well,
himself.
now we can arrest Cassandra as well. She should have
The boy was
called
thrown
somebody.
behind bars without a second thought. It was a full week before the bruises on Felix's knuckles finally faded.
Let's not forget how she also acted in the whole Florette situation either, though. Where she was just like could not believe that her daughter would have faked stealing her own bracelet and happily sent Florette to prison. And she was living with this that had happened.
And even after
She's
witnessing
just
such
as
a brutal
bad.
assault, you still support him. You still believe that he had not attacked Elizabeth.
The days following, he showed no signs of remorse, no apology to him or to me. I blamed it on the amount he had had to drink. But when you
Knew it had
began...
happened
Had you
Yeah,
been
yeah.
open about the Major's temper, this could all have been avoided. When you tell the courts the truth, Mademoiselle Elizabeth's self-defense plea cannot be ignored.
Just when I thought I could not see a more spineless move.
You're blackmailing everybody, Margs. Why are you here?
Excuse me?
Why is she not locked in a room? She's been blackmailing everyone.
You allowed a bully and thug to remain
I
in
know.
your house and endanger your family.
I'm sorry, Margot, but I am struggling to understand why you have involved yourself in this affair.
I'm surprised you can hear me way up there on that high horse of yours.
Just give me a cuss. We don't need this.
Dare
You
you
don't need
speak
this.
to me in that way? Who I decide to keep in my
I mean, it is
house
weird that
my
you would keep him in
decision
your
and
house,
no
but,
one
you know.
else's.
whatever. I've done
I
my
can
job.
see that. Murderers, thieves, and extortionists are all acceptable, it seems.
Countess, I have talked at length of the Major's death, but not the reason for my invitation in the first place.
Did we really only tell Angeline about the blackmailing thing from 3 days ago?
When I last gathered you all together, I spoke of
Why?
a blackmail ring that was rife in
Why?
the area, and then of the letter that the Major had received. Mademoiselle Angeline requested my help personally after she received such a letter threatening her family name.
They really don't act on.
She felt I was the only one that
On
could
things,
uncover
do
the
they?
truth.
Get on with it, detective.
Thank you.
Who
If it was not for the honesty of a young servant, I would perhaps still be looking for the
For goodness sake, it was me.
She had to reveal it before Proro even decided to tell the lady of the house, who had been blackmailing her this whole time.
How could you?
While it looked
Yeah.
as though the Countess was helping the young women at the shelter, she was in fact only finding them positions of employment in wealthy homes to gather information on them and learn
Yeah, because
secrets
even-
that she would ultimately be able to use against them.
In a way, they almost should have suggested more that he was like that. Which would have felt just a bit more... It would have helped us as the detective to, you know, come to this conclusion rather
Monsieur
than
da
this thing
Silva
out of
fell
nowhere.
victim to her network of moles.
Because even
and was in
Elizabeth was
turn
just like,
blackmailed.
I didn't really talk
It
to
was
him.
quite the prosperous setup you
It was
had.
like, okay,
knowing
that doesn't
they
suggest
would
he was
not be
ever
prepared
mean to
lose their
staff.
social standing if a secret was to find its way from where it had been hidden for so long.
It's like just a thing thrown in so Proro can help everyone try and see that they're not all
That
perfect
cannot
either.
be true, Margot. How could you do such a cruel thing?
That is rich.
Oh god, now they're just
You're
gonna...
one of my oldest friends.
High and mighty Madame Vandenbosch. You think you can do what you wish when you wish it and there will be no repercussions.
If I do not get a straight answer out of you, I will march you to the police station myself.
She
I'm
did it!
surprised it took the Major this long to start
Does it
leaving.
matter why? She did
He must have
it!
been on the edge for some time.
They all want this
Dare you
closure.
speak to me like
Sometimes you don't get the closure you
In my-
want.
A home you share with the father of your daughter for so many years, and she still remains none the wiser.
Is Angeline in here?
You have no right.
Oh, I don't have to do anything.
Maman,
Oh my god. What?
Angeline? Have you heard what she has admitted to?
Elizabeth's
really trying to make
escaped or
herself-
something, hasn't she?
it's true? Felix, he was my father? That is the secret that the letter was talking
You
about.
had two
isn't it?
dads!
You told me that
fine.
we had nothing to hide. Detective Poirot, were you aware of this?
Oui,
It was not my
mademoiselle.
place.
But it was not my place to repeat.
I don't understand. What about father?
Your father is dead as well. Both of your
mama
fathers are
betrayed
dead,
the love
Angeline.
Of a good,
Yeah.
honest man and played away behind his back, and then kept it hidden for all these years. Like
we not
a
arresting
lady of
her
the night
for
with
blackmailing?
Her client list.
Because I'll be mad if we're not.
You will say no more. Angeline, I...
Did Felix know?
This is not an appropriate conversation.
He knew, dear girl. He knew the whole time. It is only dear Edwin that was blind to their deceit.
He's just been like tee-heeing around the
You will
place, just
not
telling
talk
everyone
of him
secrets.
like that. You will not talk of him at all.
If I don't, who will? You never deserved him. You don't even deserve the memory of him.
What, did you love him?
Countess, there is something that you still have not explained.
Secret
more is there
kid.
for her to say?
Secret kid. Come on, throw in another one.
How long were you in love with the Viscount?
Ooh!
Margot? Is that...
She could just be like, I wasn't,
We
you're
were
lying.
destined to be together. And then you turned up. And I was all
Another
but forgotten
affair.
about.
But you were nothing more than friends?
And you made sure of that, didn't you? From the day you arrived, it was all about what you wanted and what you had to do to get it. You didn't consider Edwin at all. He was just a purse to you.
I loved my husband, and I miss him every day.
Loved him enough to stray?
Both of you know more.
Please, Angeline, let me explain.
Maman, I do not wish to hear anything else from
She's
you.
not even looking at her.
Not even your own daughter wants to hear your lies anymore. Cassandra Van den Bosch, all alone.
How dare you!
Pro, you can't just leave. You have people to arrest. His little smirk. Also, Angeline was meant to be watching over Elizabeth.
Pride in solving both cases, there is still a part of me that is reluctant to revel in triumph. I am content with the unmasking of Comtesse de Vos as the blackmailer, and knowing that she will pay for her crimes. But it is the justice for Mademoiselle Elizabeth that worries me. She will stand in a court of law, and I can only hope that they can see she acted in self-defense. I must trust that our legal system and justice will prevail, and a fair sentencing will be given.
The legal and justice system isn't known for
In
being
protecting
that
her
great,
own
but...
life, she took the life of another. Perhaps the guilt she must live with is a greater punishment than any sentence she can receive.
I mean, Cassandra's gonna go up and give like a thing of his character, but we won't know now. I don't think. That's about it.
Comtesse de Vos was taken from the Mosine house in cuffs and placed under arrest.
The gallows.
Although she initially tried to plead her innocence, Inga,
Plays Cruel
along with
World
a
from
number
Red
of
Dead.
other girls that the Comtesse had found employment for, came forward and made full statements. She
Great.
was charged with 5 counts of blackmail and extortion, and sent to a house of corrections.
Ooh,
where
look
she
at the
will have a new
sludge.
life to become accustomed to.
Could you imagine if he's just casually narrating and Elizabeth has been sent to the stars?
Monsieur Sterling and Mademoiselle Rihanna were also reprimanded for their participation. While they may not be facing time in prison, tampering with a crime scene and obstruction
Kinda
of a
surprised by
police
that.
investigation are certainly not something that houses and new employers will
So they're
look
poor,
positively on.
and they will probably die in this day and age. I'm surprised they weren't put in prison for helping cover up an
Mademoiselle
actual
Angeline
death.
finally became Madame Demire, and together they took up residence in England, where Monsieur Demire continues to support and fight for fairness and equality in London. I am happy to say that we have remained in contact, and Madame Demire has become a regular correspondent of mine. And the latest joyous news is that they are expecting a child of their own.
And it's
Madame
Zach's
Van den Bosch showed compassion that I
secret
had
kid.
not seen in her before. She stood in court and gave a truthful and genuine character reference of Elizabeth, as well as describing the major and the atrocious crimes he had committed.
Okay, fair enough.
After Madame Van den
Fair enough.
Bosch's secret was revealed to the world, her position in the social hierarchy was no more, disappearing in a moment. While she still resides in Belgium, I believe she has had to adapt to a far more modest way of life. A humbling experience for her, I am
Even
sure.
that drawing's
Following
flipped.
her
Her fringe is
actions
the
in
wrong way.
courtroom, Angeline believed that her maman still had a place in her life. Although they are on different sides of La Manche, they remain in contact. Mademoiselle Conrad left Nemosine
Oh,
house
we're
the
getting
same way
everyone's.
she entered.
Okay.
Confident
I thought they'd
in
save the big
herself
guns
and
for last, but
audacious in
nope.
her opinions. Her
No, no.
report of the Major's murder at the house and the surrounding blackmails became one of the most talked about stories of the year. While there were certain details of her own involvement that did not make it to print, she was
Yeah.
really quite complimentary.
We can only
about
hope
the
that there's a
detective
secret
at
kid.
the heart of the case.
And it's Zach's kid.
Monsieur de
not
Silva tried
Gideon's.
to continue in his position as factory owner and business entrepreneur, but after his accounts and business dealings were investigated following the details of his blackmail being made public in Mademoiselle Conrad's article, his illustrious business empire began to crumble and is now facing an international corporate investigation.
He'll probably also go to
Monsieur
prison.
Beckers stepped down from his position as union leader, accepting that he was no longer fit to represent the workforce that, in his words, he had let down on a scale of unmeasurable proportion. Although he is no longer the voice of the workers, he continues to support them from behind the scenes. Monsieur Zachariah and his brother made amends, and returning
lovely.
to his family home, and after sobering up, he was
so
able
he
to
was
find
drunk the
help
whole
that he
weekend.
required.
Okay, sure.
I understand that he is now helping fellow soldiers with similar conditions.
Nice. Love that
And
for Zach.
Mademoiselle Elizabeth,
Ah,
she
yes.
stood before a court, and while the proceedings were deemed controversial, the charges against her were dropped, and the reasoning of self-defense was accepted by the presiding judge.
Okay.
Madame Van den Bosch's testimony, along with Mademoiselle Angeline's declaration of her good character, was enough to show that it was not in Elizabeth's nature to act in such a violent way. The abundance of evidence against the Major, and his violent and cruel nature, including his appalling acts during the strikes and the war, was more than enough to prove that Mademoiselle Elizabeth had no other option in that situation but to defend herself in any way that she could. With the new arrival of Madame and Monsieur Demire's child next year, they have agreed to give Elizabeth the opportunity to return home to England and take up a position in their home as nanny.
Well, there you go. And that's that. He did.
The death of Elizabeth's beloved Luke has been at the center of everything.
Poirot's getting his own
Had those
little
in
monologue.
positions to help not acted with only themselves in mind, perhaps he would still be alive today, and the Major would have paid the price for his own crimes in the eyes of the law, not at the blade of a knife.
I mean, ideally,
the blood of Major
you know.
Felix Egan will remain on Elizabeth's hands. A stain that wherever she is and whatever she may do, she will never be able to wash clean.
Oh my god, she looks terrible.
However, it will remain as a reminder to not only her, but all of us, of what we as human beings are capable of to protect ourselves.
And that's the moral of the story right there.
We all
Oh,
have
there's more.
something that may be considered shameful or sinful.
Is this By Sweet Carol
and it
again?
is how we deal with it
When did
that
the ending
shows our
start?
true character.
It's
Those
on
involved
it's
in
on
the
Netflix.
riots,
I was
the
considering
workers'
it, but I don't know if I'd
deaths,
actually
and the
enjoy
Major's
watching it or
killing
not.
Believed themselves to be untouchable.
Yeah.
Whether it was from
There
their
should be
social
Hastings.
standing or
I don't know
their
why we don't get a
confidence
Hastings in
themselves,
this. I guess he doesn't have
they
him
learnt
yet.
that everyone is accountable for their actions. There is no exemption because of the suit you wear or the money in your bank account.
Well,
There
in
is
theory,
no
yeah,
price to a
but
man's life.
it's still a problem that
It
people
cannot
with
be
money can
bought
do
or
whatever they
traded
want.
or discarded. No man is better than another, including Detective Hercule Poirot.
I don't know that he believes that himself. He thinks he's way better than everyone. Let's be real. But that was that. Thought. Thoughts? I mean, look, I'm all for the fact of it was self-defense, but I wouldn't have minded it being maybe not kind of just chucked in at the end. 'Cause sure. And then it was chosen that way because Poirot made Cassandra see the light and admit that she knew that he was a bad man, and so it's very likely that he did decide to attack her. She was rifling through his things. However, he didn't steal from her. She didn't steal from him. She didn't blackmail him. She wasn't technically doing a crime when he attacked her. So I'm fine with that situation. But it's just such a weird layout of going about this darn case. Like, why would you not talk to the lady first? That's really got me hung up on, like, why would Poirot not talk to the person of interest that was with the body and found the body? Because that would have skipped, like, an entire, like, 3 chapters, I feel like. Because he was following around the guests for so long, trying to be like, now who wouldn't work with each other? When it's like, the staff are all in cahoots. He probably could have got this done way sooner, you know? I don't really understand what his methods in this at all. If the moral was the upper class got away with it again, you'd be fine with it. Honestly, fair. Yeah. It was just such like a weird... It just felt like this thing of trying to make Poirot look like he can fix everything in everyone's life. Hi, Mella. No, this is the end. This is the end. Sadly. That's it. This wasn't a mark. What do you mean? It didn't feel like one. This is definitely not, It didn't have my Sherlock gusto. I could only narrate so much, and I had nothing to do in terms of puzzles. The mind maps were just... They were too much. We didn't need that many mind maps. We really didn't. He's everywhere. So yeah, I'm not too pleased with, like, the ending and everything. It's just, like, it is what it is. I can see it happening, and you know, the girlies do need to do self-defense sometimes, but I just don't understand any of the lead up, any of the layout of any of this. It was just very strange. And he was just smug. He was just wasting time. He went to bed like 5 times. When there's a murderer on the loose, and like, why didn't he tell anyone that Margs had blackmailed anyone until just then at the end? It's like, just because the police couldn't make it through the snow, send someone out into the snow and be like, hey, there's a murderer in the house, and there's a blackmailer in the house. You know, I feel like just because the phone lines were out doesn't mean that everything had to stand still, unless they were so far in the middle of nowhere that literally nothing could be done. But again, lock them in a room because you don't want to get murdered, you know? Like, and then he seemed to stray off of doing murder stuff to also finish blackmail stuff, and I'm kind of like, I feel like the murder should take, you know, priority. So maybe finish that, and then we'll go back to the blackmail. But he did blackmail stuff before he even talked to staff about the murder. I don't know. It was strange. Let me put background noise on. It was strange. I do think the newer ones maybe are I'm hoping slightly better, but I don't know. I'm not rushing to get more, but I just want the Nile one because it's Disco Pro and it's in a fun setting. But the other ones will maybe not get played. You see that movie, the bird that comes out and like licks your batteries? Look, I'm glad I finished it because what a riot. What an ending. What an annoying way to finish that game. It did feel like a Buy Sweet Carol situation with that last, like, just give me a cutscene. You could make them see the light without me needing to press the little buttons in between, to be honest, because, like, you know, we didn't need to press those. That didn't gain anything. But yeah, I guess that leaves us open to what we'll play next Tuesday. Obviously, nothing on this weekend. I will queue us up a raid today. I believe KoFi's live. He's playing some Elden Ring, but KoFi is live. Or, who did I just see? Oh, I could send this to a Nancy Drew, but I don't know if I want to see the Nancy Drew. I'll probably forget, to be honest, if I sent this to a Nancy Drew. Do you want a Nancy Drew or an Elden Ring? You decide. I'll be streaming Sunday. The Poppy Bowl? What? Don't tell me the Super Bowl's on Sunday. No, I won't be streaming this weekend because I've got family around, so I'll be doing fun things. Having dinners. I think Dad's making a roast on Sunday. So I won't be back until Tuesday. You like some Elden Ring? We could do Elden Ring. It's our fave coffee. Lovely Irish coffee. Not Irish coffee. Scottish. He's Scottish. Don't tell him I said that. I didn't mean to. Google the Poppy Bowl. I instantly just trust you and do it. Sure. I could type. My hands have gotten cold from just sitting and doing nothing. Oh, what the hell is this? This is actually a thing. I'm gonna have to show my mum this. Okay, I'm telling the whole fam we're watching the Poppy Bowl. Adorable puppies from shelter and rescues than ever before. Thank you for telling me about this. I didn't know this was a thing. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna force everyone to watch that. Fair. No, don't tell him. Right, let me cue this up. Is it? We'll do the start raid. But yeah, so no streams on the weekend. I'll be back Tuesday. I will decide what we're playing when the time comes. I have a Nancy, I have a Sherlock. There's Grounded 2. I might be playing that in my own time. So I will decide, and then I might play a little series before the end of February when Resident Evil comes out. I want to play South of Midnight and stuff, so maybe something like that. We will see. We will see. But yeah, thanks for hanging. Let me pop all the things here as usual. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. Because I won't see you. I'll be flitting in the Discord and stuff, so I'll be around, but just not here. And the finale of Alien is also out tomorrow, which you'll find in the socials link. But yeah, that's it. Have a lovely rest of your week, a lovely weekend. I'll see you all in the raid. Ooh, wait, let me get a raid message. I never do the raid message. Let me get the raid message. Don't leave yet. Oh no, I can't. I'll find it. There it is. Let's just do this one. Everyone can do this one. There is now. I never post it, but there's a raid message. There's a raid message. No, that's fair. Alrighty, I will see you all very soon. Have a lovely rest of your week. Thanks for being here. Much love. See you in the raid. See you there.